see here. Hello, hello. I am live from New York. No, I'm not live from New York. That is one of my favorite shows, though. I love watching that show. But live from a small studio in the middle of nowhere. Yo-ya! I feel like that should be my intro now. I am so super excited today, and I know I say that all the time because Lego is so super exciting. I love building. Welcome in, Andy. Thank you, thank you. You missed my intro. I was like live from a studio somewhere in the middle of nowhere. Yo-ya! You saw it? Okay. Welcome, Spring Blossom Fairy. How are you today? I am here today with something very special to me. It is the World Cup. We're building today. And what's so special about this one is that I actually have my sister here, and she's not going to be on camera, but you're going to be hearing her. Do you want to say hi?
So I don't like being in the center of attention. So that's why I'm off to the side. But when Yoya was telling me what her plan was for this one, I was like, I want in because I have so many fond memories as well. Being the middle child, I do have a little bit more memories with my dad and other family members discussing and talking about soccer. So this is going to be exciting.
So am I Disney World or Disneyland? Ooh, that kind of depends. Honestly, I lived in California for a long time in my life, and we would go to Disneyland whenever we could, especially as adults. But now that I'm closer to Disney World, I actually go with my sisters once a year for No Responsibilities Day. So I guess you could say Disney World, but I definitely have to say that if you're Disney World, you definitely have to have enough time to go.
Well, she actually has a little childhood story. We went with my aunt, and Lion King Parade was was a big hit, and they even asked her to play one of the maracas, and she was a shy little 2-year-old that was like, "No, I ain't doing it." I was like, "Girl, you messed up."
I know. Yeah, you guys are gonna get to hear a lot of stories today.
Oh yeah.
Anyways. But today I'm usually always focused on Disney, as you guys know, but this one is very special to me, as I was saying, and I invited my sister to kind of like do a little talk and chat along with me today, because she makes it seem like my dad has passed. He has not. Okay. He has not. I feel like when I did my video, when I first opened this one up for like when it got delivered, it also sounded like he has passed. No, he actually has dementia. He has dealt with diabetes for as long as I've been born.
Yeah, he was diagnosed before you were into the picture. Well, actually, it was after our older sister's wedding, so you were already born. So you were like 6 months.
Yeah. So he has dealt with a lot of health issues. He is he's getting close to his 80s.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he's a Hispanic older dude that is striving along. But recently it has changed a little bit because his dementia has kind of gone up a little bit over the past 2 years. Really. And because my mom suffered a stroke about almost 2 years now. 2 years ago, we kind of had to put him into a home. So he's thriving. Don't get me wrong, he's thriving. And we love that he's doing very well. But it is a little bit harder to kind of communicate with him too because he lives in another state. My other sister is his caregiver. And so it's a little harder now. We can't just pick up the phone and call him at whatever time because like if I'm being honest with you, my mom is terrified of him having any type of devices because she feels like nursing home politics some things are going to disappear. But I personally think that the facility that he's at, they do great. I normally take care of all the communication with them, so they're normally pretty good. He's doing well. But this one we're building today in honor of him because, like, we're going to try to keep it together today. Okay, that's all I'm going to say. We're going to really try to keep it together today. But he really is the reason why we would hear goal like every single Sunday. We probably know a little bit more of like the 90s lineup of the Mexican League. I will be honest with you, now that life has gotten, there, finding live soccer games is a little bit harder too. We probably don't watch as much soccer as we used to.
No.
Yeah.
No, especially now that I work on Sundays, so that's even harder.
It's harder. It's harder. So, like, if you're here ready to talk trash about whoever's going to be on that field, I am so sorry. We're probably not going to be able to do that because I actually have to go back and kind of like see some of the games to see the lineup. I do have to say, one of my favorite countries, I found out recently going through the lineup, Italy didn't qualify.
Yeah, it didn't qualify. Bosnia kicked their butt. I know. I was like,
I'm so excited though, because if we're talking about like the people who we're gonna like see this year, Bosnia and Iran are high up there for me. I love my underdog stories, and if I'm being honest with you, you're probably gonna turn this channel off right now that I say that. But because of the state of the world right now, yeah, I'm kind of rooting for Iran. Like
yeah, that might be my team this year. But
yeah.
I'm usually a France one. My dad was always, when it came to the World Cup, he always liked the underdogs as well.
Yeah.
Because he's like, oh no, they have something to gain from this.
Yeah. They have something to prove. They're here. They're gonna win. And you suck it. And then I remember my mom, we would ask her every single year. We already knew what she would say. Like every 4 years we would sit together. Like my mom did not care about soccer. She was what they call a madrina, a team madrina in Guatemala. So it's basically the same thing as being a beauty queen. If I'm being honest with you. Yeah. You ask her and she's like, no, it's not like being a beauty queen. No, it is like being a beauty queen. She had a sash, and I'm pretty sure even though some of the pictures that she showed, like she showed us in the past, don't have like an actual tiara on her, I'm pretty sure they gave her a tiara at some point. But like that's the extension of what goes on with her in soccer. And every single time we would ask her, she would be like, we would ask her, she would sit with us and watch the whole game, but she would be like, ask me in about an hour, which would be like a halftime show, like the halftime beat. And then we would ask her and she would be like, well, so-and-so is winning, so I'm rooting for them. But anyways, this is the World Cup from the Editions collection. Item number 43020. This one has 2,842 little pieces of building glory. So this one's special to us because, like I said, we're going to be building it in honor of my dad. Because of nursing house politics, I'm not going to take it to him. But I definitely hope that when we go and visit,
have tape on the side.
We still have tape on the side.
Yeah, on the sides. On the sides.
Oh, the sides.
It's really packed in there.
I know. It doesn't want to get built. It just wants to stay like this. And it's funny because I don't even have like a knife. I have so many tools here, but I don't use them. Like, I really don't. Actually, I could use this.
That might be a little safer than the other one. Yeah,
the other one was probably a bad idea.
Oh, and it comes with a little figurine?
Yes, it comes with a figurine. Did you see the announcement of when they did this one?
No.
Oh, you have to go to Lego social media and see how, like, I reposted it, but go to Lego social media and see how they did it. Don't forget to turn on the monitor behind you. What should I put? What do you want to see on the monitor behind me? Because remember, you're going to see ads because I'm not paying for YouTube right now. So, like, my whole life is going to be there. Ooh, I love when they do the frame box because I think I'm going to, like, I don't know. I think if I put it like this, it might actually fit in here.
It could be.
That's actually pretty cool. All right. Let's count how many bags we got here. Let's see. He wants me to put the screen on the back. This is my Kozilla calendar. And he laughs at me because I technically wanted this to organize my life and my kids' life, but I use it as a second monitor and I normally watch my animes on here. We don't have any animes for soccer, do we?
No.
I would totally put this one. I don't know how you pronounce it, but I would totally put the one that is about volleyball. There's one about volleyball. They get very intense too.
Oh, wow.
All right,
You read your novelas.
I know. I call them my novellas. They're my novellas now. All right. If you're just joining me, you do hear another voice in the background. Today, I actually have my sister joining me. She and I are just gonna reminisce about our childhood because even though we're not necessarily like we don't watch as much soccer anymore. If so much, I think the last soccer game I went to or saw was my nephew's soccer game when I went to go visit in Florida. He's great, by the way.
No, didn't we see the one that was Panama or
we saw
one here?
Yeah, we saw. Which one was it? I don't remember, but it was one of the qualifying ones.
It was USA, right?
No.
It was Guate.
We saw one of the Guate ones.
Yeah, okay.
Even my daughter was like, Guate, Guate, Guate.
You want the book?
No, I usually build off of online instructions. So yeah, in case you didn't know, which if you are a brickhead, you know that you could essentially get the instructions online. All right, I'm gonna start throwing these at you.
Okay.
We're gonna go. So you're gonna have to keep number 1 near you.
Okay.
So as I said, she's over here. You're gonna be hearing her kind of like talk and stuff, but she doesn't like to be on camera. I guess like if you ask her, I'm the one that always likes to be center of attention. I don't know about that, but I've gotten so used to talking to you guys, so yeah.
Alright, yeah, honestly, I think, yeah. I mean, you've opened up the whole new world for me.
So many different ways. Alright, we got number 1. We got...
That's a lot.
Number 2. Number 3. Number 3. Number 4. And if you guys think that I'm kind of unhinged at times, when she's here, all of a sudden I lose all decorum. I guess that's a good word. Number 5. She's like growing up, she was my yin to my yang, so it's not good because she usually fuels my insanity. Number 6. And we're not 2 years apart. We're 7. Yeah, we're 7 years apart. So number 7. Number 7. 7 years apart. Number 7. Remember, don't throw it to the mic because you poor people are listening to all the bang. I know. I'm sorry, you guys. Number 8. There you go. That's better. Number 9. Number 10. That was nice. It didn't make it to her, okay? I know you guys can't see that, but I didn't make it to her because I was trying to avoid the mic for your guys' sake. Number 11. 12. They're getting smaller. 13. Oh, that one got big. 14. We're gonna talk here now. 13. 15. 17. He really is trying to hold on to them for dear life. Okay. 17. I don't know how to count. 18. 19. And 20. Oh, this one has 20. Oh, wow. So, like, it's not the biggest one I've done so far. Because even Ivysaur, I have not finished my Pokemon one, you guys. I am still working on that one. I only finished Ivysaur, and Ivysaur alone was, I think it was 36. Oh, wow. Yeah. Alright. So let's get started here. And if you know me well enough, I usually leave my minifigures for last. So we're gonna build that last, which is a little emblem. So we're gonna start off with bag number 2. Oh, you picked it up on this iPad. Bag number 2. Ready? So I always like to sleeve my minifigures for the end. I think it's like a great finishing touch. And that one has the emblem. I don't know if maybe I'm gonna screw it up because it's essentially like gonna be like, well, you should start it with that one first. Because now we have to like add it to the little piece or something. Alright. So what do you want to chat about first? Well, what's like, okay, so we've already mentioned what was the last one we saw. And it was a Rocket one that I actually didn't have to work Target, and I think that's why we watched it on the Sunday, or if not, it was on the weekday that I didn't work either job, so we were trying to figure out where we were going to watch it, and then we figured it out. So, now that you're a mama, can you remember going to, like, the soccer games for your nieces and nephews? Because pretty much everybody, all our nieces and nephews have at one point played soccer. Even I played soccer, but I don't have the stamina to run back and forth. I'm like, no, leave me to basketball. And I was like, I even forgot the word for it, but I would be underneath the basket and essentially, like, I would be rebounder. Like, yeah, it's been a long time. But anyways, keep going. So, are you planning to, like, if they want to, are your kids going to start playing at some point? So, funny thing, because, hello, Mike. Let's see. Hey, the audio got strange. Have her reset her mic. Well, I told you, you messed me up. I did. Is that better? Can you hear me now? So funny thing about soccer and them, because Jade actually started soccer. She did not like it. Oh, soccer shots. Yeah, so she did soccer shots. She's now, that was when she was like 3. I don't know, maybe perhaps she will want to try it again. But if I'm being honest with you, I think she's like she'll get into martial arts. What I've noticed with her is that she's not much of this is going to sound so bad, like it's going to reflect my parenting maybe, but like I've noticed that she's not much of a team player. You're scaring me.
Turn off your mics and reset them. That's all weird on the other side. Sorry, I'm breaking immersion.
I basically have to just continue.
Yeah, unplug them, turn it off, turn it back on. Same with your mic.
Hold on, how do I turn it off? Because I didn't turn it on in the beginning.
This button right here.
Also, this is a vent. Stop putting stuff on top of your vent.
Okay. I feel like we were being grounded.
You're being yelled at. Alright, I'll go check.
Alright.
Turn it back on.
I don't know if you guys can hear
And
that.
also, just to triple check, oh, sorry.
Triple check what?
Just mute OBS and unmute. Just to double check.
This is OBS.
My
OBS.
manager made it in here, you guys.
And we got yelled at.
We got yelled at. That happens a lot.
Don't say that. Because they don't know if you're playing.
No, he's great. I like trolling him. Why else did he marry me, right? Like, he should have known that was part of the deal.
Yeah, true. He should have. So you were just saying, like, you see that she's more into, like, the non-sporty.
Yeah, so this is gonna be a reflection on me as a mother, I guess. But she definitely is not much of a team sports player. Like, she personally, I feel that she'll... Did I do that wrong? I did do that wrong. I don't know how I did that wrong.
Because we were talking about soccer and you, like, forgot to look.
Well, the way that it showed, it made me think I was putting it the right way, but... Oh, see? It's supposed to be on the top. Already messed up.
So now I understand why it takes you 3 hours.
Yeah, it takes me so long. It was funny because I told her, I was like, oh, I'm probably going to stream for like about 3 hours today. She's like, what? And I'm like, yeah, but we're not going to finish this today if I'm only streaming for 3 hours. It's 2,000 and something pieces.
Yeah.
Evie was 3,800 pieces. And that took me, basically, it was like a birthday stream because I was there. Okay, fixed. Okay, thanks. It was pretty much all day.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
Yeah. I thought, because that was the first big build that I did, 3,800 pieces. No, is it? Yeah, I think so. And I thought, oh, that's fine. I'm gonna get started and I'll be done by like 5 o'clock. I think I started like at 1. I was like, oh, I'm gonna be done by 5 o'clock. Man, I was so exhausted. I learned a lesson that day.
You said pace yourself.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah. So now I have expectations that this is not gonna like be so short. But like I was saying, when it comes to her, I definitely feel that she's gonna be kind of like me because I did soccer. I didn't quite like it because of, well, let's face it, I sucked at it, so therefore I wasn't really part of the lineup. So I was like, well, why the hell am I here? But I think she's very sporty. I think Dante, my son, might actually do soccer. I think it would probably be good for him because that boy has so much energy.
But I don't think they have a league right now for the little ones.
Do.
Oh, they do. They have soccer shots?
They have soccer shots. The daycare where I have him at, they don't do soccer shots. So that's the one thing that I kind of miss from the other location. At least they haven't told us anything about that. They do have what I like about that daycare is that they do have other like immersive activities. Like they do cooking. They do. Yeah. So he's going to have so much fun when he does that. I think that right now he's still too young to do any of those things. Yeah. So I see it as a kind of like a waste of money to
no.
make him do those. Yeah.
No, but like how can I say? Because that guy went to his daycare for one of the activity days that you guys were gone, and I saw that he just loved, like, they had activities that were centered to the age group. So everybody was crowded around the slide. Everybody was crowded around the bubble making session. And they had face painting as well. He didn't want to get his face painted. But I remember your daughter, if we would have been at that daycare, she would have gone for it. She'd be like, I want my face painted on all my face.
Oh, yeah.
So she was like, not having it.
With her, we got to a point that every single weekend she wanted to see if there was a festival just so that she could go get her face painted. And we didn't please her. We didn't go out every single time. It was like, we're only going to one festival a month because that's all mommy and daddy can afford. Yeah, if you ask her, like we're middle class American, but if you ask her, daddy has money and mommy does not. And that's why mommy, and I'm telling you guys this so that if you're not following, maybe you can help me out. But like in her point of view, the way that she sees it, mommy doesn't have money and that's why she builds Legos so that people can watch her, and that's how mommy makes money. So whenever she sees me like actually building, she expects me to be like, you want to go out for ice cream? Because she thinks that I'm getting paid to do this, because in her mind, that's my job, which technically in a way I've kind of made it my job now. And like, even I haven't even showed you, but like even her, so what I love about Mother's Day, especially when they're at this age, is that school makes them fill out that paper, right? Of like things about their mom. And it's so enjoyable. And I actually want to like line them all up because I usually save them. I want to line them all up because the answers can tell you what kind of phase I'm in my life. Like, really. And so this year is like, what does my mom do for work? For work, my mom builds Legos. What do I love doing with my mom? I love when she teaches me how to build Legos. And it's like all about like this Lego stuff and stuff. And she's like, what is one thing that you love about your mom? That she builds Legos and she gets money.
That's cute.
She like, they always crack me up with those. So if you're a teacher out there, I want to thank you for making them do this. And you should really like, even though quite honestly, see, I put it in the wrong one. Honestly, like, I know that at some point they're gonna stop doing them because they don't do those anymore. But I really think that as a teenager, you should do those still. Yeah. And you should like be like, oh yeah, my mom. Well, now I have a reality of what she actually does in life. Oh, I hate my mom today because she made me eat vegetables. Like, I don't know.
Well, I mean, what would yours say, especially when it comes to like, we knew that dad and mom worked from home. They were, my dad was an upholsterer and reupholsterer, and my mom was basically using her sewing skills to basically frontline the sewing in the business. So now you're saying if I would have done, if you know, when she does that as a teenager, so what would yours have been for Mother's Day? Yeah.
You want to open up a whole can of worms right now?
Well, okay, so.
Okay.
Discussion. So
she had to really think about whether she was asking the right question.
Yeah, I was like, no, not that one, no more.
Remember, we're the generation that wants to focus on the trauma that our parents built and what we're trying not to bring to our kids. Exactly. We're that generation.
Exactly. So, okay, going back to mom and dad.
Okay.
Sunday mornings were basically the time that there was no work happening because we were sitting around watching soccer.
Yeah.
So, like, you know, me personally, I don't follow the Mexican league because I'm like, I've had enough. I've had enough.
Sorry, you guys.
But like, as far as like the Aztecas, Los Cholos, that sort of league.
She at least remembers the name. Yeah. I don't.
Well, you remember, like, your nephew, when he was in soccer, he was actually recruited by Los Cholos.
My nephew?
Yeah, and TJ for Tijuana.
Which nephew? You said nephew.
Yeah, Arturo.
Really?
Yeah.
Wait. Churrito?
Arturo. He, but,
I did not know this.
Oh, Sissy, I was a tia.
Yeah, you were the tia at the games. I was already gone by this point. I was probably living in Florida.
Yeah.
And yeah.
So, like, basically, he was at the same time as Charles.
Yeah.
And Charles's team was pretty successful, even though he was broken.
Oh, yeah. My nephew has a tendency to just always be in a cast. We don't even know how he manages that, but he always,
like,
especially his childhood, there was always something broken.
Yeah. But that was because he was venturous and he did taekwondo. I think it was karate. I think that's when he broke his wrist. But because of his broken wrist, he decided to do soccer. But
And break something else.
But he couldn't play much of the season because he was in a cast. So we would watch him basically sitting on the sidelines.
Poor Churritos.
No, that would be that was Charles. But Arturo was in the with the older group, and he was the one who was playing. And his team went pretty far as well, and it even got to the point where they started getting scouts at the weekend games.
Yeah, I didn't know that. I know that
he opted not to go because that meant like relocation to Tijuana, so he didn't do it.
I think he should have, but
but basically, so I remember seeing soccer every day.
Yeah,
because there was always a game
always
on.
a game.
But Sundays, for the most part, it was always Mexican ones. So, what do you remember? Because I know what I remember when I would sit down after breakfast.
See, I think even when we talk with our other sister, like, sometimes what I remember is, like, completely different. Because I remember my dad being such a big philosopher. We used to watch the news together, okay? Like, that's what I remember. But I also remember, like, during the morning, that's essentially when I had a lot of time with my dad. During that time, we would essentially watch the news. Some of his philosophies would come out at that point. His essential meaning of life is something that I always keep with me because I personally think it's a very valid point of how he sees certain things. Even something that I've shared with my husband, that he's like, oh, that's very thoughtful. And remember, this is an old, like, Hispanic dude, and
not rich dude, someone who basically equivalently maybe finished high school.
Yeah, well, no, people say like he went to middle school and then he went to do like trade school and stuff. But like, that's what I remember. When it came to soccer, I remember during my summers, okay? I should probably not say this because I think it falls in the line of child labor. But like, I remember that as a child, like, some of the memories that I have essentially come from essentially come from me working in the garage with them. And essentially, I don't know how he managed to do this, but he would always find soccer. Like, literally, like, every channel. Like, he knew what channels were playing soccer at whatever time. And it would always have, like, different leagues going and stuff. I would ask him different questions as far as, like, who was his favorite players on these teams and so on and so forth. So many different names that I can't quite remember. But that's my extent when it comes to him, especially during the summer. Because, like, we know that during the summer is essentially the time that the World Cup would come every 4 years. Not only that, but you have to remember that in between World Cups, you also have other leagues doing their, like, championships, their world championships. There's another league, I forgot what league it is, that also does somewhat like a World Cup, but we don't really talk about it because, the CONCACAF, yeah. I'm telling you. Yeah, CONCACAF, which is basically all like the World Cup, but it's all like the Americas. Yeah, Americas. Which is one of my favorites, if I'm being honest with you, because I used to watch that and I used to enjoy it a lot because I don't know. I feel like, especially growing up the way that we grew up, we could talk this all the time, right? Because your experience growing up was probably a little bit different than mine. Even though we're both, first generation American, we have parents that brought a lot of their Guatemalan culture to us. But, like, we were living in a situation where most people thought we were Mexican because that's really what was the demographic. So I feel that talking to him a lot about soccer, talking to him about those things, gave me an identity when it came to my Hispanic friends because they also also had a lot of soccer kind of like playing around in the background in their place. You know, whenever I would go over to my friend Sandra's house, like I think that's why Dad, and I call my friend Sandra's dad. I think that's why Dad and I have such a relationship that when he came to our wedding, he was like, "No, you and I are taking a picture. You could take the picture with the family, but you and I are taking a picture." Like, because of the whole fact that I was able to kind of like learn from my dad and what he kind of showed me of like all the different leagues and stuff, and I was able to like take that with me, and you know, it was part of my personality at that point. Like I don't consider myself, if I'm being honest with you guys, I don't consider myself an outgoing person. In all reality, like I'm a person that suffers of depression, that suffers of anxiety and panic attacks. Okay? I have been able to really notice when certain things happen to be able to catch myself because of so many different things as far as like my mom not letting me be on pills, my mom not letting me do therapy. We're Hispanic, we don't talk about this now. So there's a lot of different things that thanks to that I'm able to manage my mental disorders a little bit better. But I feel that especially that alone gave me a lot of ability to really understand how much soccer really meant to my dad, that then I was able to translate that into what does it mean to me. So like even though nowadays it's hard for me to sit down and actually watch a game, when I sit down and I watch a game, I get super excited because of all that nostalgia that comes up, and all of a sudden it's like I'm rediscovering a part of me that I don't get a chance to like really play with a lot. Like even Legos this past year with like being able to build, it opened up my creativity again where I'm writing again. Certain things that I kind of like forgot about because of how life can be. But I think that overall, I hope that answers your question as far as like what I personally think I learned from my dad and what I would bring. Now my mom is a whole different story, so up to you whether you want to ask.
Later.
Okay.
So, like, but that's a good point. That's very intuitive.
Like why?
Well, because like for me, I'm more like he's the reason why I kind of like looked outside of Mexico and like actually looked at European soccer and like not. So I would see like as you know, my favorite team is France. So when they don't make it, I'm always like emotional. And like and it's very sad and it saddens me, especially the year that they did make it and they gave the sportsmanship award to the one that like headbutted the other team member. I can't remember what. I think it was France versus
France plays dirty, okay? I don't know why she loves them so much, but I feel that they play dirty. So this whole like her being like, yeah, when they like, okay, whatever.
well, they actually got it on camera, and then he was actually the one. I did not agree with that because I'm like, that's not sportsman-like. He doesn't deserve that award. But anyway,
That's when she opened her eyes and she realized she was rooting for the wrong team.
but then the other team that I love is Spain. So I'm like, okay. And when it comes to like the Manchester United, and I don't know who they're playing and what league is that? Manchester United.
I don't know.
As you can tell, I go for Manchester United because I remember them more when I do tune in and see that there's soccer games going on. And now with like Peacock, I'm kind of like backlogged, and when I get the chance to sit down and watch, I watch. Yay! That was sad.
I had to fix some stuff because I totally messed up. But keep going.
But yeah, you were like so enamored with you talking. So, and then again, I would always sit there at all my nieces and nephews' games. Like I remember the one year, I think it was your last year at our house, where, oh no, it wasn't even your last year, because you were little, when we started playing soccer as a family, and we were like, we're never playing this again.
Are we going to tell that story?
Well, you don't have to.
Let's tell
But,
that
okay.
story. I hope he's listening right now. This one goes out to my brother. Okay? My brother usually never plays with us. So just to kind of give you guys context, my sister and I'm the baby. My sister and I are 7 years apart. From there, we have another sister. Between her and me are 14 years apart. And then before him,
No. 17 years.
17 years apart. Because they're 10 years apart. 17 years apart between me and my other sister, and then me and my brother, who's the oldest, were 21 years apart. Okay? So you could imagine that we didn't really have much bonding time. So we grew up, especially me, I grew up with my nieces and nephews as if they were my brothers and sisters. And you can imagine that. Hold on, you guys. I figured it out. Okay. You can imagine, I think I figured it out. Because, oh, I see. Okay. You can imagine that we didn't really get much chance to kind of like bond with each other because of the whole fact that he was in a whole different phase of life. Now, whenever we have conversations, it's kind of funny because I think he has like this small little twitch where it's like, I used to see you as my daughter, and now you're like talking to me about this random shit. But anyways, so for my graduation,
Oh, it was graduation.
for my graduation, high school graduation, we decided to have a barbecue, and he came over. He had work, so he came in a little bit later of the day, and at that point, my nieces and nephews and my sister and I were playing soccer. Okay, we were playing soccer in the backyard. Whoop-de-doo. Okay. We were like, oh, you came and this and that, because we just thought that he wasn't going to be able to come in because of work and such. And so he managed to get out of work a little bit earlier. And you know, he's a great brother because he opted to work that day, which was a Saturday, versus working the day of actual graduation. So he came to my graduation. But we were playing, and we were like, come on, join us. At that time in his life, he had a
construction job.
A construction job. And he's always been such a hard worker because he's always had multiple jobs at the same time. And that was his second job. That's why he was on a Saturday. And, you know, he didn't think to change his shoes. And this is important because we're playing. Okay, we're running. And I go to kick the ball. My brother's right there, and he's like, I'm going to get you. You think you're going to get past me? And I was like, yes, I am. And I kicked the ball, which I didn't kick the ball. I kicked his steel toe boot he was still wearing, which, mind you, now I give him credit because I'm all like, he was running in those things. From that moment on, I have had a very bad ingrown nail that does not grow straight. It goes in a curve. I still haven't gotten like surgically removed or anything, but it's one of those things that I always make him feel very bad that he made happen in my life. Because of that one little instance. That after that, I don't even think I went outside because I was in so much pain. Like, I think maybe perhaps I could have even gone to the doctor and gotten a cast for my toe, I think. But yeah,
But see, as you can see, soccer was kind of like part of our lives, even if we didn't want it to be part of our lives. So the next one, like, okay, I don't know if you remember as far as when we used to go visit my tia.
Which tia?
Well, the only one that lives in California.
Oh, got it. Yeah.
So, basically, I would see. My cousin. Yeah. My cousin was very antisocial, like extremely, and I think she still is. But you know, we haven't visited her in a while, so I'm not too sure. But with my dad, oh my gosh, like they would talk soccer. They would watch. I think that's where my dad learned that you can watch soccer all day because everybody has it. So, I would always see that, we'd be hanging out with my aunts or, we'd go out shopping with my aunts and we'd come back and they would still be going at it as like who was playing better and who was more participating more in the game, who deserved this, who deserved that. So I don't know if you remember.
I remember, and I remember thinking to myself that one thing that I appreciated about their relationship was that it was one of those things that my dad didn't really just talk to anybody either. And if so much, I always felt that, like, for example, the Mormons that would come by, right? I always felt that he always wanted to teach something to somebody else.
Yeah.
And I feel like those conversations that he used to have with our cousin was one of the first times that I saw that he was actually having a back and forth conversation. Because other than that, like, he's the type of person that he'll listen to what you have to say, and either you agree with him or you don't. He's not going to try to like sway you to his side, but he's going to tell you a story as to why he thinks that way. So I don't know if that kind of makes sense as far as like how it goes. But I remember that walking in and they would be on to like the next game. Like, there was no end to soccer in that household. Let's see. Ooh, look. Let me show camera here. Is this the camera I'm using?
Is that the coin?
Here's the coin.
Oh.
You want to see it before I put it on?
Yeah.
That is so cool! Oh my god, this is amazing! Okay, let me read it out to you first.
Oh, it says something cool.
Yeah, so it says World Champions. 1974, which would be the first one, okay? Deutschland. Which?
Deutschland?
Yeah.
Deutschland?
Deutschland.
Huh.
I don't know if it's like basically in their native language. So if it is, then I would probably say Dutch.
Oh.
Holland?
Lego? Like
No. I mean Holland.
Oh, okay.
I think Dutch is Holland,
yeah.
isn't it? Okay. Argentina, 1978. Argentina is one of my teams, you guys. Like, I used to have a jersey. I don't know what happened to it, but that used to be one of my teams. Italia, 1982. 82. Oh. Argentina, again. See, this is why these two are some of my teams. 1986. Deutschland. Yeah, so I think it is Holland. 1990. They were the champions when I was born.
90? No, you were born in 90.
No. But like they were champions while I was born because it was in between that phase.
Oh, okay.
And then Brazil, to my Brasileños, you are one of my teams usually. And supposedly, like, a lot of people get on my case because they don't think they play fair. I think France is the worst.
Well,
France has like some attitude when they get in the floor.
Okay, we gotta get ourselves updated. Maybe these new team members.
Yeah, I know. I know.
Like,
maybe.
Yeah,
but they still play dirty.
But honestly, Brazil.
Anyway, it's one of my teams. Did you hear their song? Their World Cup song?
No, I haven't heard them all.
Oh no, I'm
kind of like waiting for the Shakira one to drop, just so I.
So some countries have their own too, and I think Brazil did like a copy of the Portugal one. Portugal. Yeah, it's a lot of fun. I'll show it to you later. Italia, Argentina, Deutschland, Brazil, France, 1998.
Yeah. Okay. So that's the one that they won.
98.
That's when we were in Guatemala for the summer.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know. I remember being in Guatemala almost every single summer. Single summer. Like it was so common for us. Deutschland. Man, they got. Oh no. Am I reading it again? Oh, it's because it goes on the bottom. Okay, so France, 1998. Then it goes to Brazil. 2002. That seems like so long ago, but it feels like not so long ago.
Wow.
Yeah.
They had quite a few.
See,
sessions.
that one, I'll be honest with you, is the one where I actually remember more. I feel like I was old enough that I started having more memories.
I think that's when we started actually finding out that they had pre-ceremony and the pre-lineup ceremony that we watched the whole thing since like the beginning. Like,
you do know that they didn't always have that. Like the pre-ceremony was essentially like at first was just them with their national anthems. Like the actual entertainment aspect of it didn't start until probably the 90s. Yeah,
because I remember we used to even watch the groups, like how the group was gonna be, how the groups get divided. Like I don't know if you remember that.
I remember that too.
Yeah, I was like, oh my gosh, so much is
to this day. I could tell you that every single year we would ask my dad, okay, how do they qualify? And to this day, I still cannot follow how they qualify. Like, I think if I were to ask him, he would be able to tell me. But I think at this point, maybe they even change certain things because every single time the cup rolled around, I always had to ask. All right, so then we have Italia, 2006.
Okay.
I remember that one. Then we had España, 2010.
Woo! That was like the first time that we didn't see Brazil, Italia, or France, or
so we were super excited. Yeah. I remember that. Yeah. I remember we were rooting for them, and we were like, "Come on, come on!" And then we had like our teams playing too. Yeah. We were like, "Forget them for right now. Right now, it's all about España." So okay, España, and then it's 2014, Deutschland. So Holland again.
Wait. Wouldn't that be Germany?
Is it Germany?
Because remember, they won.
I don't know. Then maybe it is.
So they might be,
is that how you say it in German then? Like probably. Germany in German?
Yeah, probably.
I don't know. I'm going to have to go back and look this up now.
Because I know they won, and then when they won, it had been so many years since the first time they won that was like a celebration in itself. And I remember we were also rooting for Germany when my dad gave us that bit of history. That they had won a long time ago, and so that's why I'm like maybe
I have to look that up because I remember that too because I don't
you don't see Germany on there.
No,
so that might be Germany then
because maybe that's how they say. I don't know because I could tell that it's in their native language because por ejemplo España it says España.
Okay.
Argentina doesn't have any. Argentina. No, it doesn't have ñ. Brazil. Is that how you say Brazil in Brazil? I guess so. 2018 it was France. And then 2022 was Argentina. Here. Yeah. Take a look. I'll put it over here.
Does it belong on that side?
Yeah, it belongs on this side. Don't worry. Okay. Don't worry.
Oh,
I think this is the bottom.
Oh, that's cool.
Look at that, you guys.
That is neat. That is I like it. Like I think this is a nice investment.
I think that's so cool. Yeah. I love when you get like little like Easter eggs in the bill.
You're still asking for the monitor?
No, I bet you he had a call, so therefore he didn't say anything. But if he dips in, I don't want him yelling at me. My manager, you guys, he has like certain videos for the stream, and I always like don't do it. So that's cool. All right, cool. Yay! So this is bag number 2. I think it's the base, actually.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Oh, that's so cool because essentially you're building up, and so it's at the bottom.
Yeah.
I wonder if the actual cup is like that because this is supposed to be a replica.
I don't know. I kind of want to play down on the women's national team, so I can find out.
Women's national? Wait, women's national team. That cup should be next year, right?
Yeah. And I'm excited for that. I'm all about the girls.
I love watching that. I don't even know.
Like I can tell you that there I'm usually rooting for Mexico for the most part, as well as my USA girls, because unlike most of the Mexican team, men's team, they actually play good. Like they play fair, they play nice. Like all my girls, all the teams that usually have men that are very aggressive, very pachuco. I don't see that in the female league. So
Boo Boo's about to start some drama. Okay, that's what I call her. I call her Boo Boo. Boo Boo because I'm Yogi. But Boo Boo's about to start some drama with y'all.
yeah, because like my girls' teams, all my teams play nice. They haven't learned how to play shuko.
I don't know, man. I think there are some teams que todavía juegan chuco with the girls too. I don't remember which game it was that I was watching. I was like, yo, I think it was a German team that I saw get it.
I think it's probably their coaches.
But I don't think the men's play that chuco. If you don't know what chuco means, it's play dirty.
The Spanish word for the day.
The Spanish word for the day, chuco.
But yeah, like, and it also means hot dog in Guatemalan.
Oh yeah, Guatemalan, you go over and you go to a street vendor and ask for a chuco, you'll get the best hot dog of your life. And hot dog, I mean food. I don't know if there's any other meaning or connotation to that word, so I'm just clarifying. But yeah. Okay, so I answered your last question. What question do you got for me? Let's see. Did you ever want to play soccer? Because I don't. You never did sports.
No, I never did sports. I wasn't a sporty. I was a flute player.
You were a flute player.
That's it. That's how social as I got.
That's true. Well, that's not true. You also did. You did theater.
I did. And mind you, I don't want to be on camera.
I know. And she says I'm the one that was like looking to be the center of attention. She's funny.
I never really like sport wise. I just wasn't into them. I think I was like, no, I'd rather read. I'd rather watch movies. I'd rather do other things than play. I mean, like, it isn't until now that, like, I actually sit down and play a video game.
I know. I got her hooked on Dreamlight Valley.
Yeah.
That's our game. Sometimes if you guys see my social media, you'll see me, like, post on the couch. And sometimes, like, so we have kids. Okay? My husband and I, we have kids. And we don't get a chance to, like, use our TV. So therefore, we have 2 TVs in the living room. And we're looking to add a 3rd one. I know that sounds like a very big world problem, like first world problem. But like, it comes in handy, okay? Because we get to spend some time together instead of going to separate rooms. And my husband's playing like on the PlayStation, I'm on like the Ally, and then the kids are watching on the main TV. So when they go to sleep and then my sister comes over, because usually we have a day that she comes over, she'll play on one and I'll play on the other. And that's what I call new age co-op. Co-op. Because we're in the same room playing the same game that you cannot play online together. Technically, you can't play online together.
Yeah, but, like, for some reason, my profile is not letting me.
No.
You did it wrong.
Yeah.
Okay, take your time. Redo. Restart.
Usually those take me forever to redo when it's the hinges like this. So I thought that was going to take me a while, but it didn't. Let's see here. Who do you remember as the first performance? Like, you remember?
Oh my gosh.
Because I feel like over the years, like, for example, you know that this year they're classifying it as 3 different,
Yes. Like, there's 3 different ceremonies. I sent you that one.
you sent me that one?
I sent you that there's going to be 3 opening ceremonies. The first one is going to be in Mexico because it's going to be Mexico.
But not is going to be there.
I'm so excited.
I won't lie, that'd be between the three of them and the lineup that they have for all three, I'm super excited for the Mexico one. You know that's gonna be the one that's gonna get you. It's gonna be like, esta es una fiesta.
Yeah, like I'm excited. I saw the lineup and I was like, oh my gosh. And then the following day, it's going to be one in Canada and the other one in US. So I'm excited. I'm excited for the simple fact that, you know, we're co-hosting.
Yeah.
But like I wish it would have been in a different time.
I know. You know they announced where 2030 is gonna be?
Well, where is it gonna be?
It's gonna be in Argentina. It's gonna be in Argentina, and well, it's three of them.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be Paraguay. I think it's Paraguay, Uruguay, and Argentina. So maybe
that one.
if we're still in this world,
Probably.
maybe.
So that would be cool. Cause like I even told you I wanted to go to all the games because we were so close, and like right now I'm like, no, never mind.
Even though when you really take a look at like how that lineup is, we're really close. Like we would be like on a plane night after night after night, like following everything. You know, New York is not that far.
I know we could drive, but still no.
I know.
Like
It doesn't feel
yeah. Well, like I mean, it's like I have
the
to.
mics. Don't know why it's happening.
Still turn it off.
Yeah.
Oops. I tried not to get my cheek. So where should we repeat? Because
I don't know.
so
Let's see. And the thing is, I think I would be able to hear it on meld. I don't know. I think, I don't know. Sometimes when I stream to Twitch and YouTube, sometimes I have problems. Like the other day, out of nowhere, I think like you could still hear the audio on YouTube. I think it's YouTube or Twitch. I don't remember. But if you go back and you see that live, I'm like there, and then all of a sudden you just hear me talking. Like there's black screen.
Wow.
Yeah.
Maybe there's more people streaming at the same time, so it's not enough.
I don't know.
Well, anyway, so performance-wise, like I can't remember. Like I can't remember how far it goes. Because I think like all the artists that I grew up watching were like artists that were probably in retirement stages now.
Yeah,
I'm
shocked.
Yeah.
Wait, performances?
Yeah. Because I can't remember like the first performance like on top of my head.
I don't remember either.
Yeah.
Like I feel like it wasn't such a big deal until Waka Waka.
Oh, yeah.
I'm honest with you.
Yeah. And that's when we actually got to see like the whole arrangement of who gets what, like how they get divided into their categories for the divisions. And then that's basically, yeah, like that's when we were actually waking up early to see the games. And then we took advantage of DVR because when we didn't want to wake up so early, we would record it and then watch it later in the day when so it would be a full day of soccer.
Yeah, because we would watch one game after another.
Yeah. But I can't remember like prior to Shakira. I can't remember who it would be. Like, oh my gosh.
I know. It's kind of odd, huh?
Yeah.
And I also have like this thing that I remember seeing Imagine Dragons, but I don't know if that was the women's.
That was women's. Even I was like, Dad, do you know who that is? And like, no, but they're pretty good. And I'm like, they're Imagine Dragons. So yeah, like
my sister's a very big fan.
Yes, I am.
If you're listening.
Yes, I am.
So am I.
But yeah, so like that, like So by the women's team, we already had like an entertainment that was pretty popular. But I can't remember the first performance that I remember watching. So I can't really tell you, like, honestly.
I supposedly have. I'm supposed to have 4 items that I don't see. Why?
I gave you the bag.
How does that work? Hold on.
So now that you're older, okay, now that you're older, you're taking some time to like do some stuff that we didn't really get to do much as kids. Because I know that when David was around, you would probably go into his room and play Legos with him.
Yeah,
is that what that's for?
Yeah, this is your tool for when you make a mistake.
I did not know that.
Yeah.
How interesting.
You're like, why does this come with me?
Yes, I'm like, why? But now I know. So now I'm like, okay. So now you're building. Not only do you build by yourself, but you build with your kid, with your daughter. What do you enjoy about building with your daughter?
Ooh, that's a good question. I feel that what I really love about it, like, she's a manual person. So, like, I've gotten a chance to meet other kids that they are so creative that they go off of the, like, they see the bricks and they do it. I feel that if I would have started building and would have been allowed to build when I was little, maybe perhaps I would have had a creativity like that. But, like, she's not like that. Okay, she got upset with me that I did Asha's Magnifico's castle without her, but I was super excited to build that one. But she got upset with me that I did it because she likes to open the bags. Because she likes that it's sorted for the ones that she needs. Because when she sees like a whole big thing, like I could undo it and I could redo it, right? I can't create my own things, like my own MOCs, my own creations, but I can essentially build off a manual with a whole bunch of bricks, right? She can't do that. She gets overwhelmed very easily. So I think what I personally love is, one, she has her own personality when she's like building. Like, I'm working on this. I'm gonna get this done. Like, she changes, I feel. Like, she does change a little bit. And I feel like one of the things that I personally love about building with her is definitely the tenacity that you see in her. Because, you know, I remember myself at that age and I'm like, was I like that? Like, was I so persistent that I was like, this is how it's going to go and this is how I want to do it? Or is that, you know, myself and my husband fueling that tenacity in her? But I feel that when it comes to building, we actually get to see that in her, and like the joy that she gets when she gets things right, and she finishes it and she completes it. And when we go to the Lego store or we stop by like the Lego department in any like store, she's already thinking of what she wants to build next. Like, we went for, I really wanted the hilt for the dark saber, right? And I already knew which I really wanted my brickheads for the new Mandalorian movie, and I wanted and I have one Grogu. I was like, I want my other Grogu, right? I don't build much Star Wars, even though those are complex, those are amazing, but I'm not much of a Star Wars person. Like, I enjoy the shows, I enjoy the movies, but I don't think I'm such a Star Wars person to have a bunch of Star Wars Legos. So I'm very particular when it comes to the Star Wars as far as which ones I get. So I went. She was playing at the playground at the mall. So I told my husband that I was going to sneak away and go get my gift with purchase if they still had it available. I bought the two things, and then I even got another gift with purchase because it was under the age group. I think they wanted to make sure that some people bought like not the big builds that are like 20, like 18 and up. They also wanted like the smaller builds to kind of get sold too. So they had another gift with purchase. So I was like, oh yeah, I'll definitely get this. And when she saw me with my bag, she was like, I want to carry it. So she wanted to feel important with her, like a Lego bag. And I was like, okay. But that bag, because of the items that I bought, because it was the Grogu, the Mandalorian in training, and it was the brick head set. So those are like large boxes. They gave me a very tall bag that is like more than half her size. So my husband's like, I think we need to go back and see if maybe we could get another bag. But he probably meant ask him for another bag so she could take something. I didn't see it that way. I saw it like she needs a bag with her own item. And we went, and she went straight to the wall that I know that she's going to go to, which has Gabby, has Disney, has Duplo. Because sometimes she's considerate enough that she thinks of her brother. Sometimes she's not. And we essentially, like, we went ahead and
she got her bag.
She picked something and she got a bag. And all for her to get so tired with that little bag too, that at one point, because she's afraid of escalators, and we were going down the escalator, and she freaked out. So I ended up holding the bag, and all for her to forget to ask for her bag back. But I feel that like there's two things that we do together, right? We build together, because that's another thing. Like, she's okay with me building on my own and me building my sets, and I take care of my stuff. But when she's building, I have to be next to her and building, because if she needs help with anything, I need to be there. So like if she messes up, she doesn't understand how to do this. Or sometimes she gets overzealous. That's why I think she'll get to the point that maybe perhaps she'll start doing her own creations. Because she gets so excited when she sees the picture and she's like, I know how to do that. And she'll go off of manual, and then she'll be like, I have extra pieces. What's wrong? I have to go back in the manual and like check for her. And then I'm like, okay, this is where you need to like do it all over again, unless you're okay with how it looks right now. And she's like, no, I want to use the pieces. So that's one thing that we do together. So if she's off from school, one of the first things I ask her is like, do you want to build something? And then I normally have something else like small building next to her, and I'm there at her beck and call. Another thing that we do together is she goes to swim. So our tradition is we go to swim. I go get my boba. I watch her swim. Technically, I'm working. And then from there, after swim, we go to Pokemon card hunting. She gets 2 packs of Pokemon cards. We don't go too crazy. We don't know. She just started collecting Pokemon cards, so she doesn't necessarily know. She doesn't necessarily know which ones to get or whatever. But she's happy with her little Pokemon cards, regardless of which ones they are. And she gets Pokemon cards, and I get Lorcana cards. The only thing is that now, since she knows that mommy does videos of Legos, she wants me to do videos of Pokemon cards while I'm opening them up for her and explaining to her like what I know about each Pokemon, which is fun. But this girl has like 0 attention span, so we have a couple of Pokemon cards that I have to convince her, okay, we're opening up a pack today. Like, we're not waiting for you to be camera ready. Because she's not even on camera. But like in her mind, this is how she's going to warm up to being on camera. And I'm like, I don't necessarily want you on camera, so I don't know where this is coming from. But okay. It's fine. You can warm up to it.
Well, I'm surprised because I remember when you were working with the law firm and you guys would have virtual calls She was always part of the meetings.
Yeah, so that's the thing about her. Like I always joke around with my husband and I tell him that we have two entertainers in our house. We have a singer slash songwriter because she writes her own songs. She'll get on the piano and like actually write songs and she can't write.
Yeah.
Right? But we went to the store and she told me, "Oh, I need to buy a notebook." And I was like, "Why?" And she was like, "Because I need someone to write my songs." And I was like, "Okay." So me being the creative, supportive mom, I'm like, "Okay, I don't know where this is gonna go." She showed me her songs. There's scribbles on the thing. I love it. But I always tell him that we have two entertainers in our midst because seeing her, she used to perform, stand on tables, and like any song, especially a ballad, she'll like just belt it out. And sometimes I catch her singing at random times too. And then welcome in, welcome in. From there, she'll also so I have a singer-songwriter at home, and then I also have a stand-up comedian because my son, he's about to turn 2, but with him, it's like there's always a joke going on. Like he'll start, he has like the most serious face ever, and then all of a sudden, like he'll go like that, go back. I'm like, okay, I guess I missed the punchline. I guess something happened. Like I don't know, but I think for me overall is like very important to kind of like feel that creativity because I know anybody who comes from a Hispanic household knows that that creativity is sometimes not really matched. It's not really embraced. So like when I used to say I wanted to be a writer, you remember how my mom and dad used to react to that. And my dad was probably a little bit more supportive of it because of, his background in music and stuff. But even like that, it was still kind of not as common to the point that it's okay. No, that's right. So yeah, that's my long-winded answer for that. Okay. Let's see. For the next one. I'm still trying to wrap around my head of like who was the first entertainment we saw. Like I remember seeing. Like honestly, I think it was Shakira. But let me ask you because I know how I would answer this question. But like Shakira to me means a lot. But before I say my answer, we've been listening to Shakira since she started in Spanish, and I remember showing Andy for the first time, like, what's the album called? Yes, Descalzos, and he was like, "Who is this?" And when I said Shakira, and then he saw the album cover, he was like, "What? Yeah, that's what she used to look like, guys." Yeah. Oh my God! Someone put headphones on so you know when it breaks. Oh, it's broken again? Yeah, it's broken again. I don't know. You know what? Let me actually try putting my other mic. Hold on, you guys. I feel like I'm going to create an echo of myself. So turn off these? Yeah. I'm going to turn it off. That one's not connected. wanted to use these mics was because you have a mic and I have a mic, but it's not working. Let's see here. Okay, I'm going to change the microphone. Alright. I'm hoping you guys can hear it.
Can you guys hear it now? Or do we have to start yelling?
I think I'm going to move this over here because you have a quieter voice than I do.
I'll just go over. Just tell me. Just make sure I'm not on camera.
No, you're fine.
Okay.
Ooh,
I found some money, y'all.
$1 on the floor. Let me know if that works. I'm going to try to project my voice because we're switching over to my other...
Like another kind of mic.
Yeah. And the thing is that, like, he changes the settings on it. So I don't necessarily know, like, is it set up so that it only gets ambient noise or what? But if this doesn't work, then I think it's just
the situation.
The platforms don't like me.
Well, hopefully it's not the platforms don't like you. I think it's just your mic situation.
My mic situation.
But yeah, going back to Shakira, like, I remember when she barely came out on Sábado Gigante. Yeah! Wow. Sábado Gigante, yo! Sábado Gigante, yes. Like, he was, like, once you made it to Sábado Gigante, it was, like, the place that you knew that it was, like, the kick that you needed to get started.
I think the best way to explain it is, let's see, who would have, I think nowadays you could compare it to Jimmy Fallon.
Yeah.
So if you don't know, which if you don't know, this is kind of shocking to me because there's so many videos of people talking about Sábado Gigante. But see, Sábado Gigante was a variety show that was a total of what? 3
hours on Saturdays.
And he would just go from one thing to another. Don Francisco, if you ever find me, thank you so much for so many years of my life where, quite honestly, like, the joy that you brought into our household and the unity that you brought to every Latin American family household, there's not enough thank yous that we can give you at all.
So, muchas gracias, Don Francisco.
Muchas gracias, Don Francisco. Te queremos mucho.
Te extrañamos.
Te extrañamos. Even though, like, he's on social, you know that?
Yeah. Well, I gotta look for him, just like Jorge Ramos. When I found him, I was like, oh my gosh, my news anchor.
But yeah, so you could kind of put it to the equivalent of Jimmy Fallon, I guess you could say. Or like SNL, because you know, everybody says once they make fun of you on SNL, you made it.
Yeah. But basically, it was like a good variety show where, you know, you had people playing games. He had like a segment that it was cámara viajera, so he would take you to different places, and you know, you would learn about different places and the hidden behind the camera kind of place, because he would take you to places that were touristy, but he would take you to see a different view of those touristy places. Yeah, that was my favorite segment.
I think that's where our travel bug comes from.
And then, but yeah, like, I remember Enrique Iglesias.
I remember that too.
And all his crying fans.
There's a joke about that.
But no, I realized I always trolled you, but yes, you were crying for your boots.
Yeah.
You were crying because of Enrique Iglesias, so your husband doesn't need to worry.
I don't know. You know, I would like to meet Enrique one day.
And just you would actually cry?
And be like, you were my first fake boyfriend, apparently.
No. Your first fake boyfriend was Big Bird.
Big Bird. Big Bird was my first fake boyfriend. We'll get into that story some other time. All right, bag number 4.
Whoa, we finished bag number 3 already?
Yeah, look at that.
Hey, look at that. That looks so cute.
So yeah, Sábado Gigante.
Yeah.
But yeah, so she first came on Sábado Gigante.
And it reminded me when we saw Katie Toadstool. You know how she had that little recorder feature.
Yeah, yeah.
That's how Shakira started.
I know.
On Sábado Gigante.
She wrote her own music, you guys. I actually have to see the credits. I don't know if she necessarily still writes a lot, but yeah, she writes her own music.
So,
she used to produce it too. I think she basically went in with the demo. I don't necessarily know if she has any like connections outside of how she's like what we know.
Yeah, like I do know that when she did Donde Están los Ladrones, that's when she did her collab with Stefan.
Oh yeah?
And that's when we started seeing her as bilingual.
So she started really early on because Donde Están los Ladrones was technically her third album?
Yeah. I want to say that was it.
Shakira, we love you.
Yeah, we do. We're so happy that you're giving us a song.
I know. Which is so funny because I feel that they should just quit it and just make her the official person to. Because Die Die, like, I'm super excited to hear that whole song because right now, of course, the thing that everybody is like repeating is, of course, what they have available for us, what she put on social. But just the intro alone, she says, come on, in I think 5 different languages. Because you have Die Die, which is Italian. Iko, which I think said that it was Japanese, I think. I'm not sure. Iko.
Well, like, to me, like, I don't know. When it comes to a World Cup anthem, it needs to be representative of the World Cup. Like, it can't be in a single language. It has to be as multiple as possible. Because it's not just English-speaking teams. It's not just Chinese-speaking teams. It's not just Japanese-speaking teams. Not just Spanish-speaking teams.
No,
so like it has to be one of those that like gets you and like makes you want to root for everybody, even though you do have your favorite. But you know, you can't just watch your favorite team play all the time. You have to watch the entire World Cup to see who your team, if they're that wonderful and that great, who they could possibly be going against.
Yeah, because I'll be honest with you, at that point, you know, there's no such thing as a team whore. I have so many teams I root for, and I'm so sad Italy is not going to be one of them this year, but Bosnia is up there. Yeah, I'm super excited.
I'm like, hey, I want to see what they can bring to the table.
Could you imagine? I have to see, I haven't seen the lineup. I haven't seen the lineup to see exactly what teams are in the groups, because I think they already announced which groups. What are the groups?
Yeah, we missed that already.
Yeah, I'm so behind. Dude, you know how much news? Like, what's it called? Even Lego. You know how many announcements
you've missed?
I've missed. Like, I keep up, but like me actually doing like videos about them, like I'm so behind.
Well, I mean, you're also doing your traveling too for your other, so that kind of puts you behind too, because you're traveling, you're enjoying life.
I'm like trying to catch up like 5 months ahead right now. That's life right now. Anyways, but yeah, so like you talked about, you know, the anthem and what an anthem should be like, right? And that I think that's why we're all excited to see and hear the whole song, because we know what an anthem is supposed to be like for the World Cup. And I've mentioned this before, where if you listen to the soundtrack that they have, the lineup of the soundtrack, I feel like it's a very kind of linear. There's not really party. Like, I was so excited to hear the song that they had for Daddy Yankee, but I felt like it wasn't like really one of his party jams. You know what I mean?
Have you heard the Los Ángeles Azules one?
Yeah. Like, they're gonna be part of the opening show.
So is Belinda.
I know that. Okay, I don't necessarily remember when was the last time I heard Belinda's music, like newest things. But thanks for the raid. I need to see how I can like turn on notifications on here, because that didn't come up. Oh no. See, one thing I noticed with Twitch is that it shows you the comments from your last live. So that's actually not today.
Not today. Oh, goodness. Well, thanks for the raid anyway. It's kind of like,
I was looking at the wrong
like,
section. I was trying to like look at comments, and then like I went a little bit further up, and then further up, and I was like, oh, that's not today. So we know what we classify as it, right? And I can tell you that when it comes to the Angeles Azules song, it's a nice song. I like it, but I don't think it really falls in line with like the theme. Like I see it as a, like I said, I would want to hear it at Val's wedding.
Okay.
Like, cachete. Like, but like
Val, if you're watching,
yeah, now you know I have a song request for your wedding. But I don't necessarily. It didn't get me in like, okay, let's go fight and let's go like celebrate kind of mood. So that's why like I'm kind of interested to see how this lineup is going to be for like the actual live event, because I don't know, I feel like the songs this year are just so melancholy, and maybe it's a reflection of today's music. Maybe that's the sound that we're kind of going for now, but I don't know. Personally,
we still need to get that
party
song.
Because even Die Die, I feel that I'm excited for it. I can't wait to hear the whole song, but I still feel that it's a little bit more kind of like quieter. So that's why I'm excited to see the rest of the song, because that's how it begins. But you know, it has like that good Caribbean beat to it, and you can see all the different influences in that song. And that's why I love whenever she does a song for the World Cup, because you know, even when she didn't have the official song, when they had Hips Don't Lie, you still know you're gonna bop. Okay, this is for the yellow side. But going back to my question, where it's like, yeah, you know, we've seen Shakira, we've heard her music for so many years, and we've seen her transition from indie alternative in Spanish to, you know, a major international pop star. Like, what? And like I said, I know how I personally feel and like the ode that I would kind of give her, but like you personally, you know, what do you think? Like, what does Shakira mean to you?
Well, one, female empowerment, because she's been able to pursue something that maybe in the industry is probably male centered. And you know me, I've always been a fan of Selena, so yeah. So like to me, those, and you know, of course, Jenny Rivera.
Oh yeah, your fascination with Jenny is something of its own. Cheekies, if you're listening,
I was a fan of your mama.
She's a fan of you too.
Yeah, because I do have you on my Spotify list. Yep. I didn't really follow the reality shows, but music wise, I feel that women need to stick together and support each other, and she's been able to make it because she's been able to use her know-how and also figure out who she needed to contact in the industry and make it herself, hey, you know, stand out. Because if she wouldn't know how to go about it, she might have gone about it the wrong way, and we wouldn't be talking about how great she is. We'd be talking about like the reverse of it. Like, you know, she made her way up there because of X, Y, and Z in a negative way. But I feel like, you know, she was a strong attribute with the simple fact of like she started simple and she started small, but she started writing. She was a writer of her own music, especially when it came to Donde Están los Ladrones, where
that's an awesome album.
like to me that one has maybe one or two songs that I'm just like, okay, no, this is not my jam. But the rest of the album is like that's my jam. But who knows what kind of songs she missed out on, because those were the ones that the Ladrones took, you know, because that's what inspired her name. Yeah.
You want to tell the actual story that you know about this?
Well, so from what I know is that she was on her suitcases were stolen, and her suitcases had the songs that she was actually working on at the time. So the album Donde Están los Ladrones became a different type of album because her songs went missing. And now I'm by myself. And nothing's getting done. I'm kind of scared now. But I think she went to go get something. I don't know, guys. She just left. And as you can see, she's very multi-fascinated with different things. Her back wall here always has... I haven't seen any new additions. But actually, I do see her Star Wars brickheads, so that's exciting. But she's always been a fan of Sailor Moon. And now she's coming back.
No, I just realized how I could do what he's told me to do.
But are they charged, though?
Yeah, I actually charged them.
Okay.
Okay, let's see how
So
I do
now you look like a gamer.
I know.
That's what he wanted.
I know.
He wanted you to look like a gamer. But from what I remember with the storyline of Donde Están los Ladrones is that she had songs in her suitcase and she was traveling, and the suitcases were picked up by thieves, and that inspired, she had to like rewrite some of her songs and just throw out some other ones, so that inspired the title of Donde Están los Ladrones.
And that's not too easy, you guys, because it was one of those things that I actually showed my husband of how hard it is for you to remember what you write, because I did a poem for Mother's Day, right? And I was having trouble with the ending because I didn't quite like how it was coming out. So I read it out loud to my husband, and he was like, okay, I would probably do this, this, and this. And I was like, okay, no problem. And so I kind of rewrote it in my head, and then I, like, out of nowhere, I just spit out whatever, like, came to mind. And I was, like, thinking about it before writing it down. And he said something. I walked away. And when I went to go write it down, I forgot. It took me a whole, like I had to wake up the next day and look at it again, and then I could tell you that how I ended it is not what I had originally told him or what I had originally written. So yeah, it's hard, and imagine, like, that was a lot of songs that she had, notebooks. You don't even know we might have heard those songs before somewhere else.
But yeah, so like, to me, Donde Están los Ladrones really showed her capability to adapt and to adjust herself and to reset, because she had to reset.
Yeah.
And she had to reset because there's probably songs that were written down that we didn't get a chance to hear because she couldn't remember what she wrote.
I know.
So, I'm excited. I love when, I think that's why I'm a fan of the Women's League more than the men's, because I feel like the Women's League never gets enough credit.
Oh no,
so
it definitely doesn't. But that's like women's sports overall, everywhere.
I mean, I'm always, hey, you tell me, hey, the women are playing, and I think that goes back to like when I was little and we had barely moved from LA to Lancaster. There was only one park that had capability of playing of soccer. That was the one right there on 10th Street.
Oh, the big one?
Yeah. And that and because the games would always run into baseball games, that's when the project of the soccer fields became an idea. because they were like, well, then, there's this plot of land that's not being used. What if we did this? So they started collecting signatures and all that jazz. And that's why we had the soccer fields where we are now. Because they would run into, like, the women's leagues, because those were the games that my dad and I would go see at that park.
Really?
Yeah. Like when we barely moved to Lancaster, so you were
That's
not
a
like
cool memory.
like you
Oh,
guys you didn't get that part because by then we already had the soccer fields in motion. But you remember the his friend Carlos and Blanca?
Yeah.
Well, her sister. So basically, Carlos
would play.
Not play, but she was one of the reasons why we got the soccer fields, because it was like the kids soccer leagues, and the women's soccer league, like the whole coalition. They would always have to be playing on those baseball fields, but they would sometimes they didn't like the people that would put the submission for the request would be like, yeah, the game's gonna be over by this and this time,
and
it wouldn't go over. And like it would go over because either they're you can't end in a tie, you can't.
I know.
So like it would go over, and the baseball teams weren't liking it, so that's when the petition started for the whole soccer fields. But yeah, like he remembers he was part of. Ooh, we got to that point. How exciting. But so when I used to go see my nephews play, I'm all like, oh, I remember this was non-existent. This area, this soccer
like
fields.
the actual soccer
yeah.
fields.
Yeah.
Okay, I remember now.
Yeah.
Shout out to Lancaster, California.
But yeah, so like I remember we used to go see them, and then of course we would head over home and have lunch, some sort of rice and beans, maybe carne, maybe chicken, so something. But yeah, that was something that we would do in Lancaster when we barely moved out there.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I didn't know he would take you to the especially the women's soccer. Like,
well, that was the only soccer that we would
available?
that we would get a chance to see. But it was one of those things that maybe that's why I'm so partial to the female league. Maybe I don't know. But one of those things that I just enjoy is always rooting for the women to thrive, and I'm excited to see that Shakira is gonna give us another song. I'm like, yeah. I'm like, yeah. I can't wait. Like that's why the year that she did the Super Bowl, I was watching.
Oh yeah.
I can't remember who was playing. I think maybe that
definitely.
was like I don't know.
You
Maybe
asked
it was
me
the
right
Niners.
now. You asked me right now. I don't remember.
Yeah,
I know who sang.
But let's see. But who was it? It could have been the year that it was the Niners.
I don't know.
Yeah, but either way. But yeah, like I was just like, oh my gosh. Of course, I am very partial to some other artists as well, but like she to me is like someone who has been able to make it in the double industry. And it could be that, artists like that came before her that opened the door, and so all she had to do was walk through it. That could be as well. What happened? Are you second guessing yourself?
Yeah. I don't know how I royally messed this up. Okay, hold on. I have the yellow side. Okay, that's good. That's good. That's good. I have the green side. That's good. How did I mess that up? Oh, it's because I didn't put it. Okay. I didn't necessarily mess up all the way. I just
You just need to add them.
I didn't add these. I
Mm.
don't know how I skipped that. It's like the last step on that part.
So then, okay. So what about you? Let me hear your side.
Okay, so Ojos Así. Was it the name of the album?
No, I think that was just the name of the song.
Okay, I don't remember if it's the name of the
I
album.
don't have my phone on me.
It's the name of the album. Ojos Así, we know that she
Yeah.
basically explored some of her own heritage, right?
Yeah.
And for those of you guys that don't know, she has a little bit of Armenian
Lebanon?
or Lebanese. Oh, I think it was Lebanese.
Yeah.
She is a Lebanese descendant. And so Ojos Así, which is... What's the name in
Eyes
English?
like these. If you're like,
But is that the name of the song? Cause she
you know what? I
she
need to go
sung
get my
English
phone and
too,
see
right?
that I don't have a mic on me anymore. I'll be back.
Alright. I kind of messed up, but I think I figured out what I did wrong. So right now we're going to go ahead and put this little part in here. It should be on the green side. Little FIFA! FIFA side. And... Ooh! Pretty. Okay. Then I'm gonna do 1, 2, and 3. Oh, I wasn't that far.
Oh, you weren't that far off?
No, you weren't.
No, I left it in the room.
Oh.
I didn't have to go up or down. Well, let's see.
Ojos Así. I don't remember what's the name of that song. Cause she did Eyes Like These. Maybe it is Eyes
Yeah.
Like These.
See discography. Get mind you, I'm watching this off of YouTube. I'm not YouTube, Spotify. So they may not have the whole thing here. Laundry service. Check it on Plus.
Laundry Service. Yep, that's the album name.
That's where we see Ojos Así.
Yeah. I don't know if she took out that whole album in English.
Oh yeah, Eyes Like Yours. Ojos Así.
Oh, Eyes Like Yours.
That's how she translated it too.
okay.
Like that's what I said. Like if you do you want to translate word for word or do you want to translate for it to make sense? That's something that you have to remember.
Both of them
Yeah.
make sense, though.
Like you gotta remember.
Ojos Así into Eyes Like These,
Mhm.
which would be
Mhm.
me,
Mhm.
or Eyes Like Yours, which would be
But yeah, like I think she translated to make sense for her song.
Okay, so we gotta remember how much I played that album. Like
Yes,
I played
yeah,
that
yeah.
album.
That was yours.
That was mine, and
That
I
was
loved every album before that too. But that was my album, and I think the reason why is because it kind of, it has like cracked, like you could see where they stroked the paint. So it kind of gives it like that feel of
Ooh, yeah,
like
yeah,
you're
like
looking
it,
at
The cup.
actual cup. Dee-doo. I don't know if you could see it. So we have to remember that that was one of my like albums. Like I scratched that CD to high hell, and I think a lot of it had to do with the whole fact that you know, before her, if we really think about it, some of my influences when it comes to music that I truly enjoy, you have ABBA, which I personally love ABBA. But my connection to ABBA is the whole fact that it was the first time that I saw a performer or performance that can be translated to multiple languages.
Yeah.
So, like, if you know ABBA, you know that they used to record in English, Spanish, and then what was the third language?
German?
I think it was German.
Or if not, my dad mentioned Chinese. Like they were known worldwide because not only did they sing in their native language, but they sang in
They would localize.
Yeah, you localize. Like especially Chiquita.
Oh, I know.
Yeah, Chiquita. Like that was part of my lineup for my quinceañera album. I should say video, because to me I'm all like that one just that to me like that
It's
one
a
was,
song.
yeah, that had to
Yeah.
be in my repertoire. Uh, but yeah, so like, and I remember my four-legged niece slash daughter. She would always think that we were calling her.
Yeah.
Because she would go to the radio.
I think like at some point she finally realized that it was a song, so she would just sit there and like listen to it. I remember my dad playing that song on the guitar, and she would just sit there and like listen to it.
She would just like fall in love with my dad.
Yeah, we had a dog. My first actual like my dog.
Yeah.
Her name was Chiquita, and the way that she got her name was that we were trying to decide what the name was going to be, and then all of a sudden my mom was like, "Oh, Chiquita, come here, she's so Chiquita," and then she came. Like all the other names she didn't want. She was like, "This is my name, you guys."
And so it stuck.
It stuck, and that was her name. But so we could kind of talk about the whole fact that they localized music, and that was the first time that I actually saw that, because in other examples of music, it's localized, but it was localized by somebody else.
Mm-hmm.
So it wasn't the same. Yeah, but I think I still put it wrong. Yeah, because then I have to take this all the way out. She likes to say, "I told you so."
I do. I have to admit, yes, I do.
Okay, there we go. Woo!
You got the bottom. It's starting to look like something. So see, this is kind of like us doing better on the cup, but instead of drinking our coffees,
Exactly. I'm building.
You're building,
and I'm the one on camera.
That's I think that was the thing that I was like, I can't know, like podcasts. Yeah, definitely.
So once upon a time, we've had this idea to do a podcast where we just chat, and we've never done it because she's afraid to be on camera, and she's afraid for people to like hear her. But clearly, she's doing great, right?
Well, I'm over here in the corner. No one sees me, so I'm good.
So, like, once upon a time, we said that we wanted to start doing a podcast where we just answer a random question, and we would call it Bottom of the Cup. And that name stuck because our nephew Charles was like, "Oh, you know what? You guys usually always have these conversations, like these very in-depth, like thoughtful conversations while you guys are having coffee, so you guys should call them Bottom of the Cup." And I was like, "Oh, we should definitely do that, and we should have like our whole conversation up until we have like no more coffee left, so we just rant until there's no more coffee in our cup." And I've had so many opportunities. Well, actually, she's had so many opportunities to get this started, but she always finds an excuse to be like, "No, I don't think so. I don't think it's a good idea, and this and this and that." And so I got her to do it, you guys. But
I'm hiding.
But she's hiding. But yeah, I usually I'm pretty good about ranting with her. And so, we're doing so good with our topic too, because supposedly we were going to chat about memories. I guess we're doing really good.
Yeah. I mean, every so often we are
going back to my dad.
Yeah, we're going back to the soccer stuff. But honestly, when you think about it, we have so many that it's hard to pick, if that makes sense.
I know. But going back to the whole what Shakira means to me. We went straight to okay, Shakira, just so you know. With ABBA, you taught me that music can be localized by its own artist, because before that I would hear, we have Hound Dog that was translated to Spanish, played by Enrique Guzman. we had many songs that he basically brought over to the Spanish world, which, you know, he brought over, but it wasn't the same artist who basically brought it over. So to me, ABBA kind of opened up that whole thing of like, no, there's entertainers out there, and they're not afraid to localize their own stuff to be able to reach a broader audience, and be able to share their love for their art with other people, right? So that's part one. So even though we have other artists that have done that, we have, I don't think I count Mark Anthony. I have my own reasons why. But like, we have Enrique Iglesias, we have, like that whole generation, right? They were the ones that really pioneered trying to come over and doing the crossover. Selena, Shakira, and during that time, we also started seeing the reverse too, where we would go to Guatemala and we would see that Christina Aguilera was trying to make her music and make her mark in the Spanish world.
And hey, who was I a fan of, and who were you a fan of?
Shut up. Okay. People know Britney too, okay?
Yeah, but I was listening to Christina on the Spanish rock station.
I love Christina, okay? She just likes to say that she was the only one that had the fandom, and it's not true. But anyway,
because you were busy with Britney.
I love music, okay? Didn't matter who it was. But, so growing up in that era where we started seeing more people bringing their own love and their own music to a broader audience.
You might want to have to readjust that, because your blue should be together, like on the other side.
Yeah. No, the thing is that I put a blue here, not realizing I grabbed a blue instead of a green.
Oh.
This is supposed to be a green.
Okay.
Better?
Yes. I'm like, hey, I'm trying to fix you some time here.
So being able to see that with ABBA, you didn't really see that for many decades after. Like, I don't really recall another artist that did that. Maybe the only other artist I can kind of think so, but I didn't really hear personally, was it Julio Iglesias? With English and Spanish?
No, I think he was singing other English songs. Like, I think he was singing English songs. I don't know. My mom had that album. Where she was like, what? I thought he was singing in Spanish. And I'm like, no, Mom, that's his English album. She's like, what? Yeah. But you gotta remember también that there was someone else that popped into my head, but that I thought you were going to say. And you said Julio Iglesias. But right now I lost it.
What song did they sing?
And then no,
you can't think.
Yeah, I can't. It's not there no more. It's gone. It's gone. Okay.
So like artists like that were able to kind of go flip flop and be able to like bring their music to different languages. That's why I have music that I don't understand on my playlist. Like I have a lot of like Russian techno or Russian or like Middle Eastern like pops on there. Like one of our favorite songs, and I truly love the inspiration of it, is definitely like from nowadays is Sapphire from Ed Sheeran. I always say his name wrong, so I have to take a pause. Ed Sheeran, because of the ability to be able to bring different cultures to music. And to me, especially when it comes to Shakira, she was able to succeed in something that unfortunately we were waiting for Selena to achieve, but she wasn't able to.
Yeah.
And I think that helped a lot when it came to her success, because we were waiting for that. We were hoping for that crossover that, you know, would mean a lot, which is the reason why so many people love Bad Bunny from our cultures, because he truly is the first person that didn't have to translate his own music. Because on my playlist, I have Shakira, I have Enrique Iglesias, I have Ricky Martin, I have Christina. That there's a version of Spanish and there's a version of English, and sometimes I have to play the roulette of which version do I get today. I hear the first note without looking at the song, and then sometimes there's like little nuances at the beginning. And I'm like, okay, we're gonna sing Spanish today, or oh, we're gonna sing English today. But like you didn't. That's why a lot of people at first, maybe perhaps you don't relate to Bad Bunny because you hear the mumble, you hear and you're like, well, what is this guy? But when you really pay attention to his music and you understand how that progression goes, it means so much. And to me, Shakira was a big influence in that because she might have changed her look, she might have changed her sound a bit and all of these things, but that just goes to show you what we had to do. Men like Ricky Martin and Enrique Iglesias, I love them to death.
They could say the same.
I could love them to death, but they just had to like wink. Yeah. And you know, their fan base would follow no matter what. Like, you know, in a lifetime, one of us had a chance with Ricky Martin, right? Like.
Come on, ladies.
I know.
Face it. Y'all loved him.
Oh yeah, and I still love him. He can sing to me any day. His husband will just have to understand, like.
And so does yours.
And so does mine. I think I would get a pass. I think I would get a pass
because it's Ricky.
Because Ricky Martin. Yeah.
Like, I mean, come on now. General Hospital. I think that was the only time that I actually watched
I've never watched
drama.
it, but
because I'm like, oh, Latinos on there? Yeah, let me watch
William
it.
Levy.
Yeah.
I heard that supposedly William Levy is going to be on Dancing with the Stars this year, and that's why I sent you that thing that you never saw.
Yeah.
But I heard that he's going to be on William.
I know who I'm voting for.
I know who I'm voting for. William Levy, you know, I'll be calling for you. Texting, I'm putting my information on my email. Yeah, I heard that supposedly William Levy's gonna be there. But going back to the whole Shakira thing, it's definitely one of those things that. I know I have to put them like this.
You put that one first. The one on your left.
What do you mean the one on my left?
Well, the one that you were holding in your left hand first.
Yeah, but like, I think I have to see it completely so that I could see where it's supposed to go.
Yeah.
Because I guess it's going to be like a little off. Okay, I see now. But that's why it means a lot to me. Not only that, but like we could also get into the topic of colorism. We have had that conversation because, you know, it's one of those things that in reality it's true. Like colorism is real within our own communities. And you know, when it comes to our side of the family, like our family, you know, you as I know, we have an array of different. Is it just one? That looks a little off.
You should have two little side ones.
No, but I think it's fine. I thought it was going to be flush right here, but I guess it's not. I think it's raised a little. I can't tell. Oh, no, I see it now. Okay. Cause see. Oh, I see where I messed up.
Do you have any other
piecers?
piecers?
I see how I messed up. I see. I found it. Because these are supposed to be covering the white piece. Like that.
There you go. Now I gotta make sure that my sets have that one, because...
usually if you're getting a set that has more than 500 pieces, usually 500 pieces is what I've seen. You'll have it. If not, I have plenty. You want to see?
Oh, is that what you use your Mickey drawer for?
Oh, yeah. Okay. I have all my extra pieces and like That was two different
I'm
ones.
so glad that the Mickey drawer is being used for something.
I know. She got me a Mickey drawer that are like micro, the QB blocks. And I fixed it up right away, and that became my catch-all. My catch-all bin.
She's also working on the Mickey, but we haven't seen anything posted so far.
Yeah. I'm working on a Mickey. I seriously just have his ears left. But like I barely like build downstairs when I don't have my 2-year-old, and he loves putting those pieces in his mouth, so I avoid it. But usually when I'm here by when everyone's at school, I'm normally here and I'm doing another build, so that's why we haven't finished it. We'll get there. We'll get there.
Well, hey, you're closer than I am because I haven't started.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Yes, I know. There we go.
Yay! I haven't started and I have to start packing, so I won't be starting.
And so when it comes to Shakira, I feel that she was able to really help with that revolution, especially when it came to women. And when it comes to the colorism aspect of it, I personally find myself very gravitating to her because when she first started out, she had the dark hair, very fair skin, and where does that belong? Hold on. Do I just have extra pieces? I have like a whole bunch of pieces here.
But you had some pieces from the other bag.
No, I know where I messed up. No. It's these pieces again. These flipping pieces. When it comes to the colorism aspect of it is, as a Hispanic person, we all have different experiences through life. People are going to see us differently depending on, essentially our color of our skin, really. Because, sometimes you're not white enough to fit in with your fair skin, or sometimes you're not dark enough to fit in with tu cultura. So it's one of those things that she kind of, especially when it came to me, she was like a beacon of, no, it doesn't matter. I speak Spanish. I look like this. I have a heritage that spans so many different cultures because, even with us, we don't necessarily know exactly like the full grasp of our culture because we don't necessarily know who has the right when it comes to grandpa's side. We don't know if we're actually Filipino or what because we never got a chance to ask and stuff. But, some people say that we are.
Hey, I don't know about you, but I took advantage of when Grandpa was alive and I asked him. And he said he was Mayan/Philippine. And I will believe him. Yes. See, this is what surprises me. Like, all my family that had him in Guatemala never took the time to ask him. I, who had to travel to him, bothered to ask.
But see, that's how it goes.
But then again, I do have memories of like going with him in the wheelbarrow and like taking his trash to the dump, and then he making sure that the wheelbarrow was nice and clean before he put me in there, and we'd play airplane on the way back. So like I have those kind of memories of him. So when he passed, I was like, oh my gosh, like.
The waterworks are starting.
It is May, and his birthday would have been on Saturday, so, and he would have been 100 plus now. But anyway, so, like, that's why I try to make sure that with my family, I try to be as involved, as present as possible, because I'm like, I know what it's like not to have them nearby and it be a plane ride away or days on bus to get to them and not have them around. So for those that have your older generations near you, give them a call. Ask them questions.
have them talk to you. Like, get that connection that you really need, because it's a part of who you are.
I feel like the thing with me was that I was really too young to really understand that stuff. So therefore, the questions that I have of like, why is this? Why is that? Like, I never got a chance to really ask those questions because I was just too young at the moment to really realize what I had in front of me, you know?
Yeah. No, but by the time that you were old enough, like by the time he passed, yeah, you could tell that he was getting weaker. So yeah, because I mean, he wasn't an army person. He was army police officer, I want to say, and that's what inspired our Uncle Mario to follow in his footsteps, kind of thing. But he was part of the military, and that's why up until he got really, really sick to the point where he was not able to stand, he was always standing erect, and he was always fixing everybody's posture, because he's like, no, if I could do it, I'm at my age, you can do it that you're young. Yeah. So, like, he would whip us into shape, but not physically whip us, but he was, so again, like, you have to know where you're coming from to know where you're going. And, like, in the simple fact of his last name, the fact that nobody questioned it was like, okay, come on now. You gotta know why his name is so random. And I was like, and that's what led to the conversation of, like, Grandpa, how did you get your name? Like, how did you get your last name? Like, that, it's plain and simple. And he's like, well, my family was /Mayan/Filipino. And then we know that on Dad's side, it was Eastern European, basically, German, and Spanish.
I don't know. I like to believe that when he used to joke around, because I think that he was joking around. I like to believe that it's true that we come from some type of royalty, like way down.
Maybe the Spanish monarchy.
Yeah, probably. You know. You're looking at royal blood, bitch.
You know, I thought it. You said it. That's fabulous.
I know. We're in tuned. We're I don't know what the term is, but we're those twins that just got separated at birth. The only thing is that instead of separated by family, we got separated at birth by like 7 years. But I think that that's why, like, she means a lot to me, because she was able to kind of like divert expectations like that. And I don't know, like, the way that she embraces just culture overall, the way that she likes to learn about other cultures, help out other cultures, to me, especially in the days that we're living now, it's like so important, because when you live life not knowing whether or not it's a good thing to embrace your culture, because, you know, you're facing your own problems, it's easy to kind of forget on whether it's like easy to forget, you know. So having people who are of high influence like her just tell you that it's okay, it really does mean a lot. So I know that I like derailed, and I don't know if I actually answered the question and if I actually expressed myself and why they mean a lot. Do you acknowledge WWE star Roman Reigns as the tribal chief and the greatest of all time? I feel like, I don't know, if we're gonna talk about WWE right now, we have somebody.
Yeah, like, I have to catch up, man. I'm so behind.
If I'm being honest with you, I haven't seen WWE since the moment that Raw ended up being on Netflix. Because it was just so hard for me to keep up with, like, where they were. But Roman Reigns, I don't know if if it would be like greatest of all, but he does have a special part in my heart. Like, my mom is in love with that guy.
So much that she named her husky the king.
The King
Roman
Reigns. Oh yeah, the King Roman. In inspiration of him. Like, that's how deep this love that she has for him goes. So, I don't know. You could take that however you want. I feel that if I say yes, you might, like, come at me and be like, well, he's heel now. Or at least the last time that I knew he was heel.
I haven't seen it since I double shift on Mondays and Fridays. so like I'm like, you know what, I think I even missed WrestleMania this year.
Yeah, I think I missed WrestleMania. I'm used to it being in March, but I don't think I even saw any announcements for it or anything. I usually love watching Royal Rumble, and I missed Royal Rumble. Unfortunately.
That's usually Road to WrestleMania. So
yeah,
in January. Mine is TLC, Tables, Ladders, and Chairs. Oh my. Just because I love all the carnage. And then, like, I even was into, what was it, NXT, that I was like, oh my gosh, they're doing the doubles. Yeah, like, I mean, yeah, I got to a point where I just couldn't keep up. Life got to me, y'all.
Did you ever, like, give AEW a try? Because I know some of the superstars went
from
over.
there. I have to, like, I know that it was a TNT run, right?
I think so.
Okay.
I think
so I gotta look for him.
But, like, did you ever, like, I'm guessing you didn't ever see it, but, like...
Well, like, remember, that's why I told you, oh, look, who's there? Sasha Banks.
Sasha Banks went over there. What was her name over there, do you know?
I can't remember.
Oh,
but
Sasha
I know
Banks.
she's...
I miss you. Naomi, I don't know if Naomi's still
well, I know that by the time that I got done, she was coming back to SmackDown. She was there on SmackDown, yeah. She was on SmackDown, so... Remember, her husband was on SmackDown at that time. I don't know where they are now, because I haven't seen it. So, yeah.
Yeah, she watches more wrestling than I do. And even like that, we're behind.
Yes. Like I said, I missed WrestleMania. Like, I mean, that would have been something that I would have taken off from work.
Yeah, she used to do that.
Well, remember, the job that I used to have, I had weekends off. So
I know.
that was easy. But this time around, I have yet to do so.
But then on top of that, they started getting kind of weird with, like, the timing. Remember WrestleMania ended up becoming, like, a 2-day thing?
Yeah.
It works for the convention part, but it doesn't work for the live, like, on-air aspect of it, if you ask me.
Well, I think it all started with, like, the whole COVID thing, where we ended up having to, like, they were just there and they were, like, without peoples. And it was just
but they should have stopped at that.
Like, after that, right? And we were able to make it to them.
Yeah.
But, yeah, like, I don't know. The last I saw was Cody Rhodes becoming champ. That was the last pay-per-view I saw.
Really?
Yeah.
That's one, too. I need the third one here.
So...
Cody Rhodes. He used to be a superstar, right? And then he came back.
Yeah, he left and he was at AEW, I believe.
Oh, really?
And
wait, he was at AEW and then came back?
And then he came back to WWE. Yeah, when he disappeared. So, woo. One piece down.
She thought this was a great idea at first, just watching me build and chat. And now I don't know how she feels about this.
No, I'm still there. It's just, we're chatting, and yeah. We've come full circle, because we've talked about your kids, we've talked about... I feel like my bottom of my cup is kind of like getting there. Even though I don't have anything. It's air.
Let's see. We've been live for 2 hours now.
Oh, dang.
Yeah.
That was fast.
Yeah.
Mind you, I'm usually a morning person, but, like, on my day off, I saw my niece and nephew get ready for school, and then took advantage that they went away, and instead of resetting my alarm, or actually setting an alarm for today, I didn't wake up until 5 minutes before the stream. um, so yeah, usually I'm a double worker, so I don't see the family until my day off. That Sunday night dinners actually became Wednesday night dinners, family dinners. That sometimes I bring stuff over or we make plans and they cook and I just eat. But I feel like sometimes the when I bring something over, it tends to be a little bit more Guatemalan or a little bit more Hispanic. Or back to my first job of cafeteria lunch lady. The last week I made queso pork, something that my sister used to love when I used to make it when I was still working at the school district.
Shout out to all the cafeteria ladies out
Woo!
there.
You mean a lot, trust me. To all the little kids and all the big kids. They may not be appreciative, but trust me, you make an impact. And then let's see. After that, see, no, you made what? You made caldo de res last week too, huh?
Yeah,
no, bro, yeah.
Yeah.
And so yeah, we Wednesdays tends to be a little bit more Hispanic, more Guatemalan food. And then I can tell you that when I do cook at their house, I tend to have the Spanish music playing. And then my brother-in-law is kind of like, oh, the party's starting.
Yeah. I play Hispanic music around here. It's just usually like depending on how loud I want the music to be. I normally have my headphones on because like if I'm cooking at like in the living room, he's probably working and like his office is like right next to the living room. So if I'm playing music off of the living room, they can kind of hear it, and I'm like, oh, pobrecito.
Well, yeah, no, like I mean, like. Let's see, the one Sunday that I had off completely from both jobs, I think we were cooking in the kitchen, and he was busy with the kids because he didn't have to work because it was a Sunday. He was busy with the kids, but as soon as he heard the music, everybody came down. I don't know if you remember.
I do remember that.
Yeah.
He was like, oh, food is cooking.
But I think that, like, I don't know, maybe with the whole traveling with, like, family that's not nearby, because, again, we used to travel a lot to Guatemala, but that was because that's where Grandma was, that was Grandpa, that aunts and uncles and cousins. My parents made an effort for us to go visit, and we would spend time with the family, so honestly, I think that kind of stuck with me. That, like, the time off, I'm like, I don't care.
Spend it.
Yeah, how I spend it.
Yeah, for him it's odd, but he's like over the years he's gotten so used to it.
I mean, I remember the first time that we went to go pick him up at the airport. He thought it was just you and
Talk about culture clash, okay? Like, he was not ready for that. Like, he came for what, Christmas? I think that was the year.
Was it Christmas or the anniversary?
No, anniversary we drove down together. So
okay.
I think it was Christmas the year before he proposed.
Oh.
He celebrated New Year's with us.
Oh.
So when he told me that he was gonna be flying from his home, like where his mom is, to where we were, I was like, okay, we'll go pick you up. He didn't understand what "we'll go pick you up" meant, but I already knew that I couldn't just say, okay, I'm gonna go pick you up, because it's a Hispanic family. We do everything together. And when all of a sudden, like, we get there and he sees everybody there, like, he kind of, like, froze. This is not the first time he meets them, by the way. Like, he's met them a couple of different times. But this is the first time that we all go to go pick him up at the airport. He was like, okay, and we're here right now, okay? Like,
this is how we roll, yo. This is how we roll.
Yeah, he was not ready for that. I always joke around with him, and I tell him every single time, I'm like, you asked for Hispanic, like, you asked for a Hispanic wife. You got it. That comes with a lot.
But again, yeah, like, I think... Yeah, no. Go ahead.
Oh, it's like, have you not seen Encanto? Like
No, not only Encanto, but like even I feel like you even get to see that in the Greek heritage with My Big Fat Greek Wedding.
My Big Fat Greek Wedding.
Like I mean, you Tia Ula, all the tias. Yeah, that's a Hispanic family too, yo.
Yep. That's why we love that movie so much. Even it was funny because what were we watching? Oh, yesterday. When we were watching Masked Singer, we're so behind on Masked Singer.
Don't tell us anything, guys.
Yeah, don't tell us anything. But like we were watching Masked Singer, and one of the crews is like the goat on the spit. I think he still saw that, didn't he?
I don't know if he did, but
but I know that you were all like, I automatically was like Greek. Right? And then she was like, yeah. And then, like, he said something else in his clue package, and I was like, oh, he's Hispanic. And he was like, but we don't really do.
And then I was like, oh, Birria, go. Yeah, so, I mean, he could be Hispanic.
Yeah.
So, we'll see. We gotta catch up. Yeah, we have to catch up.
Yeah, we do.
So, with all her traveling and my double shifts, it's kind of, like, hard to get together to watch this. Because we were anxiously waiting for the new season. We knew it was coming. But for some reason we missed it.
We did miss it.
Pero...
How far we get? Because we're bag what?
You're on bag 5. Well, granted, you didn't start with bag 1, so technically you've done 4 bags.
Easy, though. Bag 1 is my little like mini figure.
But either way, it's like coming along. Ooh.
I'm gonna do that for effect.
So Legos comes with the little tool in case you mess up. The other one came with a little tool so you can bang it together.
Oh yeah, the mini cube, the cubies or whatever.
So what other buildings, components are there out there that come with a special tool, y'all?
Like that, I don't think there's many. They normally have the hammer. They have like something to help you at that moment. But like I know that there's other tools. Like there's some people that when a set comes with stickers, there's 2 types of people. There's the people that use I think you could say like pliers to apply the sticker. And then there's also the people who just do freehand. I do freehand whenever I get stickers. But apparently there's some like people that get mad at people who do freehand.
So you have people mad at you?
Yeah, I guess. Because they say that you can't keep it straight. And so they're very particular about making sure that it's like straight when you put it there. But to me, I know that if I were to put it with the pliers, I'll make more, like I'll mess up more. So that's why I don't do the pliers. I do freehand because I'm able to control it a little bit more. But there's tools out there for separate, like for different things. There's like a market for that type of stuff. Because like even your display kits, there's so many different display kits. You have a display kit for your minifigures because some people put like just the minifigures by themselves. They don't put it as part of the set sometimes. And I understand why, because there's always a different party going on at the haunted mansion over here where my kids come home. When she takes advantage of whenever she sees I'm in my office, because she's like, oh, I get to play with the Legos. Her thing is like playing with the buildings that I have built, and then like playing with the minifigures. And it cracks me up because like she puts them in different positions and stuff, and they like legit have a party in that haunted house. Like you see where Frankenstein is right now?
He was the host.
He was the host apparently.
Yeah.
I don't know if he's dating like the vampire or something, because there is a picture of the vampire there. Because that's supposedly her house. But like when she's like, no, he's the host for today. And that's it.
But I think she like got everybody like wasted, chocolate wasted.
Yeah, because they're all on the floor. The only one that is like up right now is the ghost.
It's the ghost that's he didn't get chocolate wasted.
He didn't get chocolate wasted. He knew how to party. Like I think he was the designated driver.
Oh.
Because apparently Frankenstein hosted a party here, but didn't think about the ramifications of what would happen. That he didn't accommodate housing options for the night.
Yeah, so they also fell asleep on the floor.
Yeah.
That's so sad.
Yeah. Yeah, whenever she comes in here and she plays, I make a whole story out of it. I'm like, okay, so this is where we're at with this little novela. I love how they always do the color coding, so you know you're putting it on the right side. Number 6!
Woo! Woo! Number 6! Wait, you have pieces left.
I do have pieces left. But see, that's the fun part, because we get to play the roulette of, did I need that piece? Because they give you extra pieces. But they're not consistent with how many extra pieces they give you.
Oh.
So that's why, like, I always have to, like, look at it. I'm like, okay, maybe it is fine.
Well, like, I'm going back to your daughter. She likes building. She opened up the box of my Vespa, and she has yet to finish it.
That's
And
almost been a year.
I have not. No, actually, when did she open it?
I don't know.
She opened it. It was when I took her over by herself. Oh no, it was her and her 2 siblings that went over to the apartment.
Yeah, and I remember that you said that she stopped because of the whole fact that
Dante woke up.
Yeah, and he kept on kind of like. We know what happens.
Yeah. So we changed activity, but when she went by herself, we did other activities that she forgot to continue creating the Vespa.
I know, she doesn't take advantage.
Yeah.
She has a whole separate agenda when she goes by herself.
Yeah. But yeah, no, she makes me laugh. So does he. Like last night, it made me laugh. She was like, "I don't want you. I want Daddy."
Who, Jade?
No, Dante.
Oh.
Dante. Last night when he woke up.
Oh yeah, Mommy. Okay.
Yeah.
You said Daddy, so I was
No,
like...
he said Daddy when I walked in.
Yeah?
And he was like, "No, Daddy, Daddy." So I was like, okay, but I don't think he's coming. So I was like, okay.
No,
So
when I heard
anyway,
that he didn't stop crying, I was like, okay, well, there goes my night.
Yeah. If I would have come upstairs prior to him waking up, I think he would have been fine.
Maybe.
Because he would have found a body there and he would have been fine.
Probably. He's definitely something.
So, let's see. We've talked about the soccer memories.
Hello, welcome in. I am building the FIFA World Cup. And I actually have a special guest with me today, which is my sister. She's not on screen because she does not like being on camera. But we're just seriously, like, I asked her to come and join me, and we would just reminisce about our childhood because FIFA has a special part in our lives because my dad basically just made sure that we knew soccer, which we did such a good job keeping up.
Yeah, well, life happens. Like when your job makes you work on Saturday, on Sundays, where you would have been watching soccer or watching wrestling on those pay-per-views. Like, I remember pay-per-views used to be on a Sunday. So they started becoming on a Saturday, which was like, it's hard. Those are party days, yo. Those are party days. Even though I'm not partying, I'm at work. But like, honestly, like, ooh, she put it in.
We have issues.
I do.
This is gonna be so much tiling. I'm so super excited. I love when we do the tiling. Like, whenever I see this, this is why I love Brickheads, because I love doing, like, all the tiling and all, like, the surface area ones. I find that fascinating. I like the inner workings and stuff, but it is nothing like the tiling, for sure.
That might be, like, the last bag.
Okay.
But that has all the covers.
Yeah?
You think?
You see? You're asking
no,
me.
but I mean, like, in the sense of, like, that might be where all the covers are, all the tiling.
Oh, got it.
That might be the last bag.
You think that's gonna be it? I think that might be it. That's as far as it goes right here, and then it's gonna bulge up.
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty sizable. I wonder if it's like the actual size. Look at that.
Try to lift it.
Yeah,
you just won. Like, I mean, like, that to me is, like, the moment of, like the after. Like, I don't know how many of you actually stay after the game is over and actually see the representation of the awards, in the sense of, like, everybody gets their medal. Everybody gets the goalie or the kicker and the goalie.
MVP.
Yeah, the MVP of kicker, MVP. I don't remember if they do a defender or like assist.
I think they've added categories over the years.
Yeah. But basically, like, you get to see all those presentations. Like, if you actually sit and watch, and you know how they make a big deal at the end.
Yeah.
And they're like, 1, 2, 3. Ah! And everybody lifts the cup. And, like, I mean, that to me is, like, that, like, I even wait till, like, they actually stop showing for me to change the channel.
Really?
Yes, because sometimes you just see them all just having fun and exchanging each other, hugging each other, knowing that hard work meant something now. And especially when Argentina won last World Cup, where it was like they've been there before. They were winners of the CONCACAF, if I'm not mistaken, that same year,
right?
Well, so yeah. So, like, and that had been the process that was, like, years in the making. And then with the World Cup win, it was also years in the making, because they've started as nobodies and then all of a sudden became favorites. So that's why I'm hoping the best for all the new names that we're seeing that would never have made it on the roster before.
I know.
I'm excited, because I'm like, wow, now we get to see what their new what's new is coming. Like, what?
Yeah, because I feel like this is the first time that we really have like more retired people that
Mhm.
we're actually gonna see what the new guard has to show.
Yeah.
Cause like even like that, I feel like Messi's really the only one that is still from the old guard.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like I don't.
Ronaldo is
a little bit
but
from.
it's like same messy time.
That's why it's like one of those things that, quite honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if they announce retirement soon. If they haven't already. I don't even know how old they are, but I remember growing up with them.
Yeah.
If I'm getting old and
They're
my back's
really-
starting to hurt, I can only imagine. But they still look great. They still look great.
Because they exercise.
Yeah.
And they probably follow a menu that involves non-Hispanic food, and not greasy food, and not fattening food, and
I'm so sorry.
like what? I think it was yesterday we were watching something,
Of what?
or I think we were like as I was watching Friends. They made it to a segment where it was like, yeah, no sugar, no caffeine, no.
On where? On Friends?
Yeah, and then the comment was no taste. I'm sorry, you have food that has no taste. Or maybe I saw it on like a one of the social platforms.
I feel like you saw it off of the social platform because, trust me, I have seen that show. And I don't think I ever recall anything like that.
Oh, okay.
I recall, like, meat good. What is it? Meat good.
How you doing?
How you doing? No, I was trying to think of, like, all the other ingredients that he lists.
I don't know.
Meat good. Like, Andy loves that part. Whenever I make it to that part, that Thanksgiving episode, cracks me up.
Oh, when she's making the trifle, when she made the trifle.
trifle, yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah.
But I can't remember all of the
ingredients.
ingredients.
Well, there was mashed potato in there.
Mashed potato, good. Yeah.
It was supposed to be a dessert trifle, and she put meat and.
I don't know though, like
they-
substituting all the ingredients for the dessert part of it, like I feel like maybe perhaps I would have been able to like eat it.
Yeah. I wonder, do they have a cookbook for Friends? They probably do, huh?
I would want them to have one, but like I would like it to be kind of like in the point of like a cookbook, but they would advertise it as Monica's cookbook.
Yeah.
It would just make sense.
So she seen that she was always the one cooking in that show.
Well, yeah, she's
Yeah.
supposedly a professional chef, I think.
Yeah. As you can tell, I'm rewatching the show because I haven't seen it in a while. Every so often, I kind of like rewatch shows that I remember watching. And this time around, I was like, you know what? I haven't seen Friends in a while. And if I wanted to see the reunion episode, I kind of want to have it fresh in my brain. Because I have to say, one of my favorites was Phoebe. I loved Phoebe.
Joey all the way.
Yeah. So it's standing up. It's not falling. How exciting! Dang. If it's a replica, the cup is small, dude.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
like I
like-
don't think it's like. I think it's a replica in like the details and stuff. Of course, this right here, I don't think it's these colors, but like it's a replica in like details. I don't necessarily think it's a replica in size. I have to check.
But then again, the ball could be like big, the top ball. Yeah.
Let's see. You know what? If you open it up, go ahead and open it up. Usually the
The book.
the book might have some details. Based off of what I saw on the instruction manual here online, I didn't see anything, but maybe they didn't include it this time.
Ooh. Is that a person?
I think it's like a... Yeah, like somebody holding up the ball. And I don't know if it's like that on all four sides. But I think that's the representation.
I'll go to the last page. Even though I don't like reading the last page.
Why?
Because it's the end of the story. They have the soccer ball?
Yeah, that's the next one I want to get. Because that one you open it up, and it also has like a little kind of like stadium in the middle.
Oh. Interesting.
She's reading the book now.
Yes, now I am. I'm like, this is very, very cool. But yeah, like, it's... And that becomes where your little figurine is going to go in. The dome.
Yeah.
So that's exciting. Woo! Yay! Dang. So I know you're excited about the underdogs. What other teams are you excited to see?
Of course, I'm always gonna have a soft spot for like my favorites, which usually is Brazil, Argentina. Italy's not there this year, but I think my 4 teams this year. I have a small like allegiance to U.S., but because I am from the U.S., I feel like sometimes I'm always rooting for somebody else.
But why is that though? Like, why do you feel that way?
That's a good
Because
question.
I know why I feel that way, but how do you feel? Why do you feel that way?
Like, I feel that it's that way because it's kind of like higher stakes, where it's like a lot of our players sometimes don't even play here in the U.S. They even go somewhere else to go play sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel that it's kind of like watching a game in Spanish versus watching a game in English, right? There's more passion outside of U.S., I feel. So even though it's like my team, which I'm super excited because I found out that if you watch Ted Lasso, the guy from Ted Lasso, Danny Reyes, the actual actor, apparently he used to play soccer when he was younger, and like the whole thing was that he wanted to be a soccer player, and he had an injury that basically stopped him, and so that's how he ended up going the route of acting. And because of his experience with soccer, they basically gave him a role in Ted Lasso. But I found out recently that an American team, I forgot which one it is, I don't know if it's the Texas one, but there's an American team that actually signed him, so he's going to be playing soccer now.
Cool.
Now, he plays a soccer player from, I think, Mexico. So, like, his enthusiasm for the game and, like, how he is in the show, I really hope that he brings that to, like, real life, right? But like I feel that there's more enthusiasm, more passion when it comes to other players that I feel here in the US they don't exude that excitement. So I feel like that's why I don't have like they're my team because of course you want to root for your nationality, but like I feel that I don't have necessarily that passion for that team as I normally do for other teams because of the whole fact that sometimes I feel like the passion is missing, especially with the new guard. I don't think I really see it there. Like they're great players and all, but I don't think I necessarily see that passion. Now, don't sue me. That's just my personal opinion. But I do feel that yay! I do feel that maybe perhaps how we take how a lot of people in this country doesn't take. Oh my god, what happened?
What happened?
Are you talking about how far we've come along? Like it's cool, huh? Look at that. I'm gonna have so much fun tiling this thing. But I won't lie, my stomach is starting to say you need lunch. So
So Mexican food, here we come. No,
but I feel that the reason why I feel that way is because of the excitement that a lot of people put towards Crystal, my love. How are you? I feel like I haven't seen you in forever. Look what I got today. This is what I'm building today. I'm like super excited for the cup. Can you tell? But I feel that there's not that enthusiasm shown here. And then I also have a special guest with me today. I have my sister chatting with me. She's not on camera, but like we we always talked about doing a podcast together. And so this is as close as I got her to do this. I told her that since we have so many memories of like the World Cup, if she wanted to come in here. Nice. Yeah. Good. I'm doing good. I took a break from being live for a while. Grinding on D&D. I mean, not D&D. Ha! Wrong game. On Dreamlight Valley. What are you grinding? What are you working on right now?
Getting Pocahontas, most likely.
Yeah.
Trying to figure out who's behind that door.
Yeah. Don't even get me started. I'm waiting for announcements. Baby steps. Yes. Girl, you gotta see my backlog on my quest for Dreamlight Valley, so I totally understand.
Hey, mine is slowly declining of how many I need to befriend. I just need to figure out what the hell is going on with my tramp last quest, and I can't pick up that last freaking piece to the freaking thing.
Duties for the Star Path? See, she likes to show off how I introduced her to this game, and now she like supersedes. Ooh, I wonder who is behind that door. Don't get me started. I'm not gonna talk about that door right now. It pisses me off. Give me some time to breathe about that door. I am super excited to hear any announcements we have coming up. We should have some announcements coming up. I know that on social they posted coming soon, summer 2026, and then it was a Hercules. So I think they're gearing up to basically show us some of the special stuff that we got going on. Just Dreamlight duties?
It's a Thursday?
What do you mean a Thursday?
I'm gonna be at work when the World Cup starts.
Yeah.
That sucks.
We're technically a month away. Yay! Bag number 6!
Whoop whoop! Next one?
Yeah. It's so funny because like I can kind of hear us. Like we were having mic problems. So I can kind of hear us. I hear myself talking and I hear my sister talking, and I finally understand what they say. Because, like, we have a lot of people that tell us that we sound the same. And, like, I'm like, was that me or was that her?
Oh, well then.
Number 7!
Woo-hoo! We made it to 7! Yeah! Woo-hoo!
But to finish with your question, I think that the enthusiasm of people and how they feel about the sport here is definitely part of the reason why I feel the way that I do. And I usually, like, I'm not like super fangirl when it comes to the US team. Plus, the people who were my people on the US team are no longer there. So
Oh, yeah, because they were all retired.
I know, they're all retired.
Even the coach.
I know.
It's like a whole different
So it's a whole
shebang.
different team. Like,
Yeah.
it's not the people I used to cheer on, Dempsey.
Yeah, you were more of a Dempsey
I was
girl.
a Dempsey
yeah,
girl.
I was more Howard.
Yeah, Howard
Howard, yeah.
was like,
Yeah.
I'll go catch that ball
Yeah.
for you.
Yeah.
But Dempsey, that beard gave me something to look forward to every single game. Crystal's like, what did I walk into?
Okay, so now I know it's on a Thursday. I was hoping it started on a Wednesday, but it doesn't. It starts on a Thursday. So I'll be at work. But at least I can watch it on Peacock.
You can watch it on Peacock?
Yeah.
You can?
Yeah, it is right there.
The only thing is that it's going to be in English. Or does that
No,
mean
you could just
Telemundo?
you could just watch it through Telemundo on Peacock. Well, yeah, because like Telemundo is on Peacock.
Yeah. Okay, let's see here. So yeah, Dreamlight Duties. Are you part of any dream teams, Crystal?
If not, she's looking for members.
I'll send you the information. Started over, so getting mini barely. Why'd you start all over? Let's see here. So now I'm curious. Okay, so you asked me what were my teams. No, just got access to dreams. Oh, dream teams. Oh, okay. Well, what's it called? I'll send you a DM with my code if you want to join, and then my sister and I can you could ask us for stuff.
Don't worry, I'll ask you for stuff too.
This is a two-way relationship. Let's see. To be honest, I don't know why I started over. Really?
Do you have the expansions? Because I figure that someone who doesn't have the expansions might want to start over once they reach a certain time frame.
Well, I don't know. There was a creator that I kind of follow, and she's been debating on whether she's going to restart her whole thing or not, too. And she hasn't yet, but she does like a lot of building and stuff, and I guess she kind of got to the point that she's tired of not having space or whatever, so she's thinking of restarting it. But my thing is, like, when you restart it, do you lose everything? Like, what if you bought stuff? Like, what happens then?
With all the moonstones that you have purchased.
I know.
like,
I don't have that kind of money. I'd be more than happy to join you and your sister's dream team. Okay, I'll send you the stuff, and then you can just bother us. I've been meaning to work on my daughters. The other night, she was like, "Oh, can I play Dreamlight Valley?" And in my mind, I was like, I haven't played on yours, but I know that if I try to put you on yours, you're not gonna like that. You're not gonna have a lot of characters. So I was like half and half of letting her use mine. Thank goodness she changed her mind. She decided to play something else. So I have 2 accounts, one on Steam and another on Cloud Game. Why do you have 2 accounts? You know that you could log into, like, you could do crossplay with it, right? Or is it not letting you? So that's why I personally am rooting more for like Bosnia, Iran. I think my 4 teams this year is Bosnia, Iran, and Argentina and Brazil. Because Italy didn't make it.
Because Bosnia did. I'm
Wata
telling you,
didn't
I'm
make
like,
it.
well, I know Wata didn't make it. They had chance, but they didn't make it. But we'll be there eventually. We'll be there eventually.
Someday, creo en ustedes, ¿ok?
Sí se
Equipo
puede.
guatemalteco. Van a llegar y el año que lleguen van a ganar y después no vamos a tener recollection de los años que no estuvieron ustedes in the team. I mean, in the lineup. So, I still believe in you. Just prove me right.
There we go. I was like, wait, where did that happen? Oh, but this doesn't tell me the names.
What are you looking for?
Here we go. Here we go. Okay. Oh, so Mexico, Russia, Korea, and Czechoslovakia. Wait,
That's team 1. That's group 1, right?
Yeah, that's group 1. Yeah, I finally found my... Qatar is in the same group as Canada. And
Yeah,
Sweden.
I feel like they're gonna like the only. Okay, hold on. Give me a second.
Mhm.
Yeah, I know why I have 2 accounts. I forgot you could crossplay it, and I'm thinking of linking them. You don't have. Do you have like separate things bought with each of them? Like, do you have different, or did you like focus on just buying stuff on just one account? I hope you're able to.
Oh man, our group.
I bet you
Okay.
all the people who I want are in the same group.
Well, okay, so basically the U.S. group, which is Group D, is U.S., Paraguay, Australia, and Turkey.
Oh,
Yeah.
I've heard things about Turkey.
Yeah.
I've heard things about Turkey that, you know,
That's gonna be interesting to watch.
that's why I was like looking at some of the teams that are there this year and like looking at their stats. I personally think that the home countries, the only one that's gonna make it through is probably gonna be Mexico, but home country, like host countries, I don't think
we're gonna make it far.
I don't think we're gonna make it far.
Okay, so Group G is Belgium, Egypt, Iran,
Ooh.
and New Zealand. So they're in Group G.
Wait. Who is it again?
Belgium,
Belgium.
Egypt, Iran, and New Zealand.
That's kind of hard. I would
Yeah.
probably root for Egypt and Iran in that group.
Yeah, like that's. Oh goodness. Oh, Group H, Spain, Uruguay, and then there's 2 that I can't distinguish. CPV.
I'm not sure.
Okay, and then KSA.
I have to
the
look
green
that up.
flag. Like, well, let me see.
Not me. Thinking you meant turkey like food.
No, we went back to talking about soccer.
Nope, I focused on buying things on my Steam account. Okay. Not me thinking you meant turkey like the food. Got me thinking of turkey and cheese sandwich. That does sound good.
Yeah, that
With
is,
Havarti, I would want Havarti cheese. Thanks to Starbucks, I love Havarti and turkey cheese sandwiches. And I hate that it's not part of their menu anymore.
Have you tried the butterfly one?
Butterfly one.
Well, not the sandwich, but the drink at Starbucks, the butterfly, tropical butterfly.
What
You
is
can
it?
get, well, it's one of the new refreshers.
Okay.
You can get it either with coconut milk or lemonade. I
Okay.
tried it yesterday.
Is
the
that the one
poppy,
that
yeah.
you tried?
Yeah, the poppy is mango pineapple.
Okay.
But for me, I kind of got the feeling like the whole drink itself was very peachy. And to be honest, compared to my regular go-to mango dragon fruit, I don't think I would be switching that one for the summer. Unless they come back with a summer drink.
I didn't like it. I thought it was too sweet. It was too much. I didn't like it. Crystal, if you're getting a turkey sandwich, I want one too.
Is it toasted?
Ooh, toasted.
Yeah. Like. I think we're getting to that point.
I know. I think I'm gonna have to. Like, I'm at bag 7 right now. I don't know how.
We
fast
said
I
it was
could do
20.
this. It was 20.
Mm-hmm.
I want to get it at least to bag 10.
Okay.
Halfway. And then from there, do you want me to build this on my own, or do you want to come and join me next week for this one?
Well, did you guys want me to come back next week? Like, I mean, I will not grace you with my presence if you don't want me here. Even though
Oh
I'm
my
off to the
god,
side.
what a diva.
It's not diva. It's just, hey, if they didn't like this, then that
This
means
combo?
then why am I going to affect your emotions here? Like,
she's like, for real, question. Y'all twins? Are y'all twins?
no,
we're not. But you know what's the funny story? Okay, I like to say that we are twins that were separated at birth by 7 years. So I'm the baby, and she's my older sister, the one before me, and she's 7 years older than me. Yes, Yoya's sister, come back next week.
Oh, okay. Then I guess we're gonna be doing this again next week.
But yeah, she's 7 years older than me. So, but you know what though? When we were the same height, I think I was 13 when you and I were the same height.
No.
Or was I 10? She's I really hope.
Here, okay, I'll go back. I'll be on my back.
You'll be, she doesn't
Okay.
like being on camera. Okay,
Alright.
so you can't see exactly how alike we are. But she's gracing your presence with her back. But you see, she's the younger. No, she's the younger sister. I'm the younger sister. Okay, but when I was 10.
I want to say 10.
I was 10. I was her height. Okay, I was like, what are you? 5?
5.
You're not 5'5".
No, 5.
Oh, she's just 5 foot. Okay, she's just 5 foot. She's like, I love the bond. I know. Like, you would think that we grew up together like that, right? But no, we had to work with each other. Like, so when I was 10, we were the same height. I still had a bigger foot. But like the whole fact of sharing clothes and sharing shoes only happened for like a couple of months, right? Yeah, it only happened for a couple of months because then like I shot up a little bit more. But like for those months that we were like the same height, people used to think we were twins, and we would go to different places that knew us, and they were like, "Oh, I didn't know you guys were twins." And I'm like, "No, we're not." Like,
Oh, well, like, remember our Chinese place that we used to like to go to? I can eat, right?
yeah, you can like.
Oh, our favorite Chinese food place.
She's so short. LOL. I know, Andy, right? And she didn't shoot up or anything. So
Yeah.
like the joke is that so when we go through the family and we talk about like who's got what do we say about Eric?
What do we say? Like,
I don't know. He's just so chill that we don't like. I guess we don't really say much about him. But when we talk about the sisters, my older sister likes to say that they made her with so much love that she got all the beauty. She is probably the one that looks the best out of all three of us. Okay, like if people tell us that we don't, so she's. Oh yeah, I heard that already. So she likes to say that she was the one that was made with enough love that she she got all the beauty in the world. I'm like, okay, whatever.
We'll give that to you.
Like, oh, sure, whatever. And then she likes to say that I was made with enough love that I could soar and reach heights. Okay, because I'm like taller than her. Let's see. She is fun sized like me.
Oh, I love that. I am fun size.
Oh, she's 4 foot.
Oh, wow. Yeah, the best things come in small packages, yo.
She's gonna love that. And so she says that my parents made me with enough love that I could reach for the skies because I'm tall, right? And then she goes to herself and she's like, I was not made with enough love. That's why I'm the shortest. Or what else do you say?
No, it's not even me. It's your older sister.
Oh,
That says, yeah. Now, when we get to you, honey, they didn't have enough love
Just spread it around.
to give. That's why you got the shorter. And I'm like, okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, that's how we mess around with each other. But yeah, we're so between myself and the other sister, we're 17 years apart. And my sister and her other sister, they're 10 years apart. And between her and me, we're 7 years apart. So we basically grew up together in a way because, like, she's 7 years older than me, but she wasn't allowed to go out if I wasn't part of the mix.
Yeah.
So I got to hang out with older people as a kid. And she got to hang out with younger people as an adult. Kind of like an adult.
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah, because like when I started going out with like friends and stuff, I had to take her out.
And I was basically the
chaperone.
Yeah, I was the driver because everybody would load up Big Bertha.
Yeah, that was our car. Oh, 5'9". I didn't see the 9.
Oh.
But yeah, that's why people think sometimes that we're twins. Because when you see all three of us together, when we do our trip to Disney for like No Responsibilities Day, which I could get into that later, but like when we do our trip for No Responsibilities Day, I should make a video with all three of us talking. But people tell us that we all sound the same, and my brother-in-law calls me. My sister's name is Isela. Calls me Isela 2.0. And I'm all like, okay, if I'm 2.0, where does Boo Boo fit in? Like, wouldn't she be 2.0 and I would be 2.3?
No, I'm more like 1.5.
1.5?
Because there's a difference. Like, you and Isela have a similar height situation. Now, he knows the difference that I am shorter. Now he knows. Now he knows.
2.5. That's what people say. Oh, you do sound the same.
Oh.
That's what people say. That, what's it called? I think at one point, like, we messed around with my brother-in-law when we had my sister around. And I don't remember if it was me or you started talking to him. But I'm pretty sure it was me because
you're the messer.
I'm like the jokester between the three. Like, quite honestly, if you think I'm unhinged by myself, when you see me with them two, like, all of a sudden, like that goes up even higher. Like, I'm more unhinged than you could possibly believe.
I have to get him ready.
I know. I keep getting distracted.
No, I'm just saying, I need to get him ready because this one got me off guard. I had to go to the box.
I'm not even sure if I'm going to be able to because... Oh, thank you for the likes. But yeah, I tend to be very unhinged when I'm with them, and I love trolling my brother-in-law. He's fun size too.
Yeah, he is.
Like my sister is the taller one in that relationship, and I think that's why I troll him too, because I'm like, oh, you're supposed to be the adult in this situation. I'm so nice, you guys.
You are.
Let's see here. Is it supposed to hang off? I think it's supposed to hang off. If not, oh no, it's supposed to hang off over here. I was like, why is this not working out? Okay, there we go. There we go. I got it. I figured it out.
Woohoo!
I figured it out. Yeah, I'm a little unhinged when I'm around them. And I don't know. I think that's why I'm so fun to be around.
Probably.
Because, you know, even though they're family, they could kind of like disown me, you know?
Well, yeah, I mean, we did kind of, well, I kind of did say that, you know, you were adopted.
Oh, yeah. They joke around with me. And when in our family, when it comes to like our actual family, like, you know, expanded family, the myth is, at least on my dad's side, is that you get every single color of the rainbow in your family.
Yeah. Because we have someone who's really, really dark, someone who's really, really light.
Yeah.
In almost every, like, yeah, in basically his side of the family. So, like, our aunts and uncles that are part of same grandma, same grandpa. But the one aunt that has Tia Sara, I think she's the only one that was Abuelito Julio's daughter and Abuelita Alejandra's daughter. I think she's the only one that's not.
No, she doesn't.
Yeah.
They're all like the same.
Yeah.
So
I think she's the only one that was from grandma's second marriage, like kid wise. So basically all our other aunts and uncles, they all have someone who's extremely dark, which really pulls from my grandma's side because she was really dark skinned brown, and then my grandpa who was really white because he was the side that had the German in his family. So every family. So when my dad started having family, we were all pretty much brown and dark brown. That was our older sister. She was the darkest of us. And then
prior, a little bit lighter than her.
Yeah, like prior to that, before you were even in the thoughts of being made, like they were like, oh, yeah, and Negrito didn't get his little white one.
Yeah, that's what they legit said. They legit told my dad, because my dad is like dark. Like he's probably like
he's grandpa. He's grandma's side. It's grandma color.
Grandma
Yeah. That's why Isela really was.
She was like a little bit on the darker side. So they took advantage of that when I was younger, and I'm like the fairest one out of all of them. So then they would joke around with my dad that he didn't get his little white kid. Okay, because every single family had a white kid. They had the whole spectrum in the family. And then my dad was the only one that didn't have one. 7 years later, my grandma's like, "Aw, Niall," which was my grandpa's name. He didn't forget about you, right? Because I came into the picture. So he knew how the whole spectrum was gonna go, right? But we had like I was meant to like joke around a lot because people would joke around about my situation a lot, because there would be people asking my mom like, did you like cheat on Mario? Like, because the difference was night and day, really, because apparently like my mom always likes to tell the story that when she gave birth to me, she was like, what is that? Because it was like a big old white ball, apparently. She was like...
That's what he said. She was in there. I wasn't there. I was too young.
So they always trolled me growing up, telling me that they got me from the trash can, you guys. And they would seriously tell me that, why did I think that I didn't look like any of them? Like, the trauma begins. And, like, it was one of those things that at one point I'm all like, well, I guess I'm adopted. Like, they found me in the trash can. I guess they were nice to welcome me into their family. But yeah, so we troll each other all the time.
Yes, we do. Unfortunately, that's how we show love.
Yeah.
Because if we don't troll you, we don't love you.
What a shame.
What did you do?
I don't know. But based off of this, if I add another layer here... Oh, no. It's fine.
Okay.
I thought if I added another layer there, it was going to be uneven. So I was like, why is it making me go uneven? But no. It's fine. It's fine. I figured out what I was messing up. I was just looking at it wrong. And then here. Right here? No, behind. But yeah. So she's my unofficial twin.
Extremely unofficial. Because if you look at us, again, I'm darker than she is. Therefore, like, I just was like, okay, you must be blind.
We're beyond, like, fraternal, though.
Yeah.
I think that's what it is. We're a different type of twin.
I think so.
Okay. I don't know. I think I was going to say, like, up to 10, but I think I'm going to save them.
You see,
My stomach's going,
So what do you guys think? Should we go Mexican or should we go, like, with what's in the fridge?
She's like, I don't want to.
It's like, well, from what I know it's leftover, like, Chinese food.
I have leftover Chinese food. Oh, I can make orange chicken.
Okay, how hungry are you?
No, but
Oh,
like,
okay.
okay, so.
No, but remember, like, you're saying you can make orange chicken. So, are you hungry enough that you can cook and wait? Or are you hungry to the point where you're like, I want food now, bitch?
Oh, that's a good question.
Yeah.
But either way, I have to wait for them to cook my food. So, like, it's the same. Like,
No, because when you're making it, you're enticing all your senses because you're making it so you're smelling the food, you're like listening to that sizzle and like all that other stuff that you're like it either will make you more hungry or it makes you less hungry because by the time you finally eat it, you're like, okay, I've had enough of this, and so you eat less.
Oh, that's actually a good point.
Mm-hmm.
Then I would eat less.
Yeah.
I already eat less as it is.
But my question is, are you like hungry enough to like go ahead and cook something, or are you hungry enough that you're like, no, I'm ready to eat and I'm ready to be served?
No, I think I'm hungry enough to cook because, logistically speaking,
I know that we don't have time because we have to go pick up your son.
no,
but
it's not that. Logistically speaking, the amount of time it's going to take me to get in the car, drive to the Mexican place, get my order in, then get my food, and then eat it is pretty much the same as me cooking and getting my food here.
Okay.
So you see how that works?
Yeah. Hey, I wanted you to process so that you're not hungry enough not to process your thoughts.
Usually she gets mad when I like think of it logistically. So this is a win, you guys. This is a win.
Well, yeah, because I'm kind of like, how hungry am I? Like,
she's like, am I gonna leave this bitch and just go get Mexican food right now?
That is twisting in my mind right now. I'm like, should I just leave? I mean, I have the car. You might as well.
I told you. You're like, no, let me be there.
Well, I told you I would be here. I mean, like,
I know.
Yeah,
she's a good sister, you guys. She trolls me and stuff because I know she loves me.
Oh, you just wait, Henry Hannigan. You just wait.
She's getting hangry. Oh, shit.
Yeah, that means we need to get food in her right away. If not, she's going to start crying, y'all.
Oh, yeah. I'm a crier when I don't get food.
And see, I am just like someone who's just like, you better not mess with me, bitch.
She likes to say the chola comes out.
Yeah, the chola comes out, like Chola Francis.
We call her
Like,
Chola
yeah.
Francis. Yeah.
Yeah, like if you mess with me and my food, ooh, girl.
The hoops are coming out.
Oh, you know what? Let me change these hoops to my bigger hoops. Hang on.
She needs to be dramatic. Welcome in, Alan. My duck just died. Oh, I'm sorry.
What was his name?
Little duckies. We used to have duckies when we
Yeah.
were growing up. I had a white little ducky
That she named Huevito.
that I named Huevito.
And who became a mama on Mama's Day one
Yeah.
year.
Yeah, she was the one that gave us little duckies.
And then my nieces and nephews all got to name the rest of the ducks. And we also had chickens. I got to name the rooster. I named him Donato.
Donato.
Yeah.
Donato the rooster.
Yeah, I was like, that just feels more official. It's like, just like that's.
Where did you get that name from?
I wanted him to sound like he was a macho guy.
Yeah, that sounds like how we decided to name Mondego. Like, so one of my I have Mercedes, which if you can see, she's like over here. That's the little dinky dog I have. I love her so much. Now I'm just watching him sadly. Oh, I'm sorry. You should give it a funeral. Like in a little thingy.
Or burial at sea.
Yeah. A burial at sea. On a lake. A Nordic burial. Yeah. What was I saying? I forgot.
You were talking about
Mercedes. So when we went to the pound, I think we went to the Pounder SPA. I don't remember where we went to get Mondego. His original name, you know what his original name was? It was Truman.
What the?
They named him Truman.
He did not look like a Truman.
But then, so in his paperwork, we saw that his original name, before Truman, his owner named him Bear.
Yeah, Bear, no. No, I got to meet Mondego, and Mondego was not a bear. Mondego was more of a Mondego.
I met him at Mondego. No, forever be a Mondego.
No. But we had a bear. We had also.
But he was also, and when you say it in Spanish, it has I feel.
But
like
remember,
it's
your brother also had an also too, and bear also kind of fit bigger dogs.
I guess
so.
They did have a bear.
Yeah, they had an also too. So I don't know. I if you name your small dog Bear, then you're asking for too much.
So yeah. Oh, I guess so.
Yeah.
So he ended up getting rescued because the previous owner would just seriously stick him in a crate all day. But he was great at house training because he kind of already knew not to go out. And we got him at 6 months. So imagine that puppy. I don't know. I don't even know how long that owner had him for. But whoever it was named him Bear. And then I thought they took him in with their names, but no, the people at the I think it was SPA. I think it was the SPA where we went. I don't remember. But the rescue that we went to, they named him Truman. And I remember when we went to go get him, Andy was like, okay, well, I could see you fell in love. But we're changing his name. He's not going to stay Truman.
Good choice, Andy, because I wouldn't be like, Truman, come here, Truman. It's no.
So he wanted a big dog. His fantasy dog is a border collie. Okay, which cracks me up because whenever we find little hairs of Mercedes all over the place, he's like, this bitch.
I'm like, well, they're pretty good at wrangling kids, but they are hairy.
They are hairy. So I always try to remind him, is like, you want a big dog? Like, you know what comes with the territory. Supposedly she's hypoallergenic. I don't know how true that is. But anyways, so when we got Mondego, he was like, okay, we'll get the small little dog like you want, but I have to name him. And I was like, okay, that's fine. And so he kind of already knew what name he wanted to. And for those of you that don't know, it's Mondego from the Count of Monte Cristo. And he named him that because he said that as a dog, he's always going to want what's over there instead of what he has.
Which was true to him.
Yeah,
true to his nature.
I feel like he kind of...
He named him properly.
Made that happen.
Yeah, like his name. Like whenever he'd visit his sister Chiquita, like
he wanted everything Chiquita had. Yeah. So that's how he got his name. And then when we were pregnant with my daughter, we decided that we were gonna get a dog for our dog. Yeah. That's exactly what we thought. He hated the dog. We were all like, oh, he's gonna have a buddy and whatever. I think if we would have gotten a boy dog, maybe he would have been more playful with him. But with her, I think that he definitely took on the role of big brother. That he was like, I want nothing to do with you. Like, you're just here. That, you know, when he got older and he like started playing with her, like, yeah, like he kind of understood the task at that point, right? Mm-hmm. But when we got her, I told Andy, I was like, if we get a dog, I want it to be a girl, and we could not name her Mercedes, so that whenever we go around, I'm like, this is Mondego and Mercedes, and some people actually got it. Yeah, like, some people got it and understood where the names came from. Others now it's just Mercedes. Yeah, it's gonna be a year.
Oh wow,
I know. But now that
but we still miss you, honey.
I know. It's going to be a year. And what cracks me up is now it's just Mercedes, so everybody's like, oh, like the car. I'm like, yeah, my joke doesn't work anymore.
Well, I mean, Mondego is now with Chiquita, also and Lucky.
Yeah.
And they're getting ready to send one of us.
I know. Who's it gonna be?
Who's it gonna be? Who knows?
Doggy roulette. Who's gonna get the next dog? Andy right now is like, it's not gonna be us.
I don't know. You guys have kids, and sometimes you need a kid wrangling dog. You know.
I know. Especially. No, I think that's the only way. Like, if all of a sudden, like, I did, because we have a dog in the neighborhood named Bootsy. We have him come over. And, like, whenever Bootsy's around, all of a sudden he forgets his ambitions of not having any more dogs. Mm-hmm. So I'm like, okay, I gotta find a Bootsy.
So going back to our dog stories, I think is this your last bag?
Yeah.
Okay. And then to end with a nice, sweet little memento. Like, Chiquita was, yes, she was your dog.
Yeah.
But she spent a lot of time with me.
Yeah.
That we even got to the point where whenever she would hear the national anthem being played,
oh yeah,
I trained her to stand on two legs during the entire anthem. No, and she didn't bend down or anything. So whenever it was soccer time, she knew it was. I was like, "Yeah, girl, it's USA team, let's go!" And she would stand at the national anthem. My nieces and nephews would like crack up because she would stand for the entire anthem on two legs. And then whenever she would hear any of us go goal, or she would hear goal, because we would watch it in Spanish because it's more entertaining and more passionate. So whenever we would hear that goal, you would hear her, ow! So she was, and then she would start running around the living room, just just excited that there was a goal. She didn't care who the goal was. But if she heard gold, she meant something good was gonna happen.
She understood the task.
Yeah. So like, I think that's bittersweet, and maybe we can get Mercedes on board.
Oh yeah. Definitely. I see. Yeah, I think so. My husband jokes around that she's not a dog, that she is just a cat.
Well, remember,
the dog.
Yeah, remember, sometimes maybe that's something that Chiquita can like bring over to her in her nightly spiritual visits and be like, hey, you know what? They're gonna love you if you do this.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, because technically, in a way, this is gonna be like her first.
This is her first World Cup because
her first World Cup.
Yeah, the last one she didn't really get to feel it.
No, it was kind of hard to like. I was working a lot.
Yeah. I'm you now.
Now it's you. You're the one that's gonna miss out on a lot.
Well, see, that's the downfall of not being in the school section.
Yeah.
And not being in education. Because I knew for sure my World Cups were always, I was always available. Because I worked in the school system. And summer, we would be off. So, like, it was perfect.
Enjoy watching.
Yeah. That's when, we would watch every single moment of it from everything. And now with the 5 days a week job and the games being throughout, I think I'm going to be watching that instead of listening to my music as I'm cleaning units and stuff.
What's funny though is that you're making a plan, but you get no service there.
Yes, I do.
You do? Oh, yeah, because you're in a different location.
Yeah.
Never mind.
Yeah.
You're not at the same place anymore.
No. See, that's the benefits of not being at that location. I'm in an air-free location. I get service.
Okay, you guys ready?
Well,
this is gonna be it for today. We are at the 3.5 hour mark.
Oh wow!
I do get distracted a lot, so I know that this would have probably been less, but I do get distracted a lot. That's why, like, it's always kind of bittersweet because I'm like, oh, I want to stream this, and I'm like, but I want to finish this. Like, what should I do? All right. So
no, I don't think it goes up there.
It does.
It does?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I just have to find it so that I can click it. All right. So, side one. Okay. I'm going to go on to the side over here. And if you're just joining me, I invited my sister to talk shop while I built the World Cup. And we got the second part here. So she has been a phenomenal guest today.
That I'm coming back next week.
I get by popular demand. We got a request for her to come back. So she's going to come back next week. So I'm going to try to finish this next week. And hopefully next week she actually wakes up on time. And I can start my stream on time.
Excuse me. Yeah, you had technical difficulties.
So, like, audiences on TikTok didn't get to see this today. They weren't graced by my sister, but you guys were. And right now we're working on the World Cup official trophy. This is just bags 2 to 6. No, 2 to 7. 2 to 7. So this is 2 to 7. I'm super excited to see how this turns out. I know that a lot of people, when this was announced, they did not like it.
Why?
I don't know. I was one of those people that I saw this come out. I was like, nostalgia in a box, my memories and everything. Yeah. I was like, definitely. And I pre-ordered it. And then I was hearing all these people kind of like bash it. I was like, what the heck did I do?
No, like I don't know. It could be, be as it may. It could be the situation that we're in now.
Maybe. That
they're like, what the flip? I can't even enjoy whatever. So, like, it could be that.
Okay.
It could be that. But I'm loving it. Like,
I know. I
I'm
think
all
this
like,
is
damn, I
this
should
is
have
my
ordered
favorite detail
mine.
right now. This is my favorite
Yeah,
detail right now.
yeah, that is. That to me
So-
is.
This is a little
The
medallion that
icing,
now
yeah.
I need to find out whether this actually exists at the bottom of the cup, but it has all of the previous winners. And I'm so excited. I hope that when the next cup rolls around, they like have like a special like updated medallion that you could add to this one. I don't think they're gonna do that, but I would love for them to do that. But so far that's like my favorite detail. I haven't done the bag number 1 because that's my little minifig at the top. I love to leave my minifigs for the end.
It's not gonna go in the top.
In the inside.
Yeah,
Yeah, I know.
inside.
I have a feeling I'm gonna have to
Yeah.
build it before the
Yeah.
end. Like, I'm probably gonna
Yeah.
have to do that. But this
But-
one is number 43002. No, 020.
Yeah. Yeah, you were saying 0 then O, and I'm like, no, that's one too many, honey. One too
So
many.
let me try that again. This one is 43020. There we go. There we go. That's usually how I say it, and I decided to like bypass that
yeah,
completely. 2,842 pieces. This is the FIFA World Cup official trophy, and this is just bags 2 to 7.
7, yeah.
We're gonna come back next week on Wednesday, same time, same place. For TikTok audiences that are gonna be seeing this video, sorry, I had technical difficulties, and that's why I tell you guys, come and see me on Twitch and YouTube. So whose fault really is it? I'm joking. I love my communities everywhere, and I truly
Yes.
appreciate when you guys are joining me, especially when you guys like start adding your little sauce to the mix. You know, I personally love that because I know you could be anywhere else in the internet, so I definitely enjoy it. I want to thank Boo Boo. We're gonna know her as Boo Boo. Okay.
Yeah.
I want to thank Boo Boo for joining me today. I basically asked her if she wanted to go ahead and join me during the time that I would spend building this one, because I know that this one means a lot to both of us. If you saw my video, I'm dedicating this to my dad. He is still alive, okay? I feel like I always have to mention that. But dementia is definitely kicking his butt right now, and, you know, we just wish that we could spend more time with him. Unfortunately, he doesn't live close by, so just getting a chance to kind of like go back and forth between like conversations about life and conversations about memories with him, it's definitely nice, I think. I've been trying to make her cry all
Yes.
stream.
Yes, and like when I started talking about my grandpa, it kind of like started, and now it's gonna start. And I think it might not be because she's making me emotional. It might be because of him. I'm hangry.
Just because we're starting to get hungry, you guys, we're gonna be leaving you right here. We kind of made it almost to 4-hour mark, so I'm pretty proud of that. And like I said, as always, I enjoy your guys' company. We will be back with the World Cup next Wednesday at 12. Between there, you could expect to see me tomorrow go live at about 1 o'clock Eastern time with Dreamlight Valley. And then from there, I'm still working out my schedule. But you'll see me kind of pop in and out with other Lego builds in the meantime. Lego builds, Pocopia, and Dreamlight. So be sure to follow so that you get the notifications of when I go live for those that are not scheduled. But aside from that, always pop in and say hi. I truly appreciate it when you just make yourself known. Other than that, we're going to go into our awkward moment of the stream where it's like I say bye to you and I just take forever to like turn off the camera. So I feel like even when I like start kind of like really understanding my technology, I think I'm just going to keep that there just because.
Well, yeah, because it's your
It's
signature
me.
now. Yeah,
It's
like
me.
it's your signature. It's like, will she disconnect quickly or
I
not?
know, I know, like, how long is her goodbye really going to be?
Do I have time to buy it?
Oh yeah, that's another thing. I can tell you that Lego.com has this sold out. I have seen it at local places. Hug him lighter. Hug him tighter than ever. That's my advice.
No,
I know.
Thank you.
I appreciate it. It's just kind of hard right now, especially because we're nowhere near, and it's also kind of harder too because my mom doesn't want him to have devices in the location because he's housed. Full disclosure, my mom had a stroke about 2 years ago, and the moment that she had that stroke, she decided that she couldn't really take care of him anymore. Um, they live in Florida with my sister. My sister works full time at a business at home. So they were just amping up like all like the new business and stuff. And so we saw that he wasn't having a good quality of life being at home. So we decided to house him, and so now he's in a facility. But I will tell you that every single time I get a chance to really talk to him, he looks better than ever. His dementia is like kicking in, but like it's not. Um, he honestly, I think he's doing great. Even though we're kind of sad because we don't have that, especially my sister and I. My brother, who's still in California, we don't necessarily have like direct access to him anymore because we have to wait until my other sister goes to the facility and visits him, so
And
that we
puts
can
him on
like talk to
FaceTime.
him and put him on FaceTime. But I do have to say that I'm happy to report that he looks better than what it was like about a year ago for him. He's on a schedule, he's on a routine, and if you have anybody at home that is dealing with dementia, I could definitely tell you that it is hard. I had to be like the voice of logic for many of these things, but like it is hard to put them in a facility because you always think of what's going to happen to them once they get into the facility. And if there's one thing I could tell you, that when we were thinking of putting him in the facility and I was getting everything in motion to kind of put him and sign paperwork and everything, because I technically have power of attorney for him, it's not something I was rushing to do, but I did see the value of it because I knew that he needed structure. I understood the illness that he was facing, and even though it's not necessarily what I really wanted in my heart, I would have loved to have him here with me if my sister couldn't take care of him over there. But we saw two things facing us. One, my mom, even though whatever she talks about my dad, like she's kind of lost without him, and not being able to see him, it really does make her suffer a little bit. And second, having two little ones here, I found it really hard to dedicate myself to be able to like take care of him. And it's kind of hard because if you come from a Hispanic family, you know that there's certain expectations as you get older, especially when it comes to family, that you're expected to, a role that you're expected to take. And unfortunately, at the position that my sister and I, Boo Boo and I, were at, break the tension. That Boo Boo and I were at, unfortunately, we couldn't really take him in because that also meant taking care of my mom. And I know personally, with two little ones, I wasn't able to make that commitment. But I can tell you that even though it was kind of heartbreaking to put him in there, he's doing so much better. And it's only been a couple of months. I do miss calling him randomly to hear him rant about, whatever philosophy I throw at him at that moment, because that's what my dad and I used to talk about. He was my philosophical person to go to. I don't think you guys really got to see that with him, but like I definitely, he is still, even though, I'm not gonna crack. I want her to crack first. I gotta save it for next week. Next week I'm gonna get her. I'm gonna get her good. But I truly do miss being able to just call him randomly, have him FaceTime the kids, because he loves my daughter so much, and we know that has to do a lot with the whole fact that she has a lot of my grandma, like physically and attitude wise.
Yeah.
So I know that he loves her so much, and it's kind of sad to me that I can't just pick up the phone and be like, look, talk to your granddaughter, set her straight. But, and not to mention how he is with my son. Like, when we were going through everything, this last year, I got a chance to, about a year ago actually, I got to go and take care of him while my sister went on a vacation and took my mom with him, so nobody was home to take care of him. So myself and my son went over, and he has his moments that you don't think anything's wrong with him, but he does have those moments that you could see that it's starting to take over. But that's why, I don't know, I'm not cracking. Not today. Not today. Get back.
I'll get her next week.
We'll see. We'll see.
We'll see. I think we're both gonna end up in tears, like at one point.
Yeah.
I do predict that. Okay. So if you want to see us crack, well, you won't see me crack, right? Because you'll just hear me. But but if you want to see her crack, definitely you want to come back next week.
Anyways. I love you guys. Thank you for letting me chat. And if you want to get the notifications on when we go live, just make sure to hit that follow button or subscribe button wherever you may be. It's Yoya's Finds everywhere. So if you want to keep up with me on social, that's gonna be TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube Shorts. Yoya's. And yes, it's Yoya's. I love when people try to pronounce it. I went to somebody else's live. Yos. That's what they call
no,
me.
No.
Yos.
Yoya.
Yoya Finds. Find. Thank you for joining me, where I love to bring a story to life with the clicks of the bricks. Bye. Awkward moment. I should have a special song for this moment in my stream. Love you guys. Talk to you soon.